How's it poppin'? Oh shit! Damn, my bad, guys. Oh, thank you for coming by and telling me that the thing wasn't on. I did not notice it was not on. My bad. I'm so sorry. We heard the game, but not you. Damn. Well, that's a big fail. That's definitely making it into the montage. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. Anyway, welcome to the chat. Yuki, welcome to the chat. What's up, baby? Damn. That's insane. Also, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Yo, that's definitely making it into the highlights reel. Shit, bro. Okay, so aside from my failures, let me explain what I was trying to say. If you were, you know, someone who's mute, who can read very well, then you're gonna know exactly what I said. Well, I guess you won't see me a while more, if ever. Why is that? Why won't I see you? What do you mean? Are you moving or something? I mean, the internet is forever, right? So, anyway, what I was saying, guys. Oh my god, I can't wait to explain this again. I'm gonna go through my math one more time, condensed version. That way you guys understand what I was talking about, okay? So, I was doing a little recap in the beginning about what had happened, and I explained some things, right? But the most important thing is, like, I'm trying to wrap my head around how she could have taken 2 minutes to go through that corridor or the tunnel when, in all honesty, like, it should have taken her like 20 seconds, like I basically was surmising. Oh, most likely I'll sign a contract with an army. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty awesome. Good for you. So serving your country, huh? Interesting. I mean, I chose not to serve my country because it wasn't my calling, but I always respect those that do. So you have my respect. But yeah, I mean, anyway, probably won't see you for a while. That's probably true, but you still have some liberties to watch things. I mean, it's not like you can't enjoy life, you know. It's just a little more strict, but you still have access to things. You have your... Yeah. That's not cool at all. Almost I cannot survive in a few days. Well, so then don't go if you don't want to go, right? Don't go to the army if you don't want to. I mean, are you being conscripted or something? But, okay. Let me just explain this real quick because I need to remember what my point was. In here, I was calculating the amount of distance it will take for someone to walk the size of this room. And basically, what I surmised is that walking normal, like at a brisk speed, if you're trying to make it somewhere, you're probably going to take about 3 to 4 seconds to cross this, right? Let's say, for example, you're walking here. This will probably take you 3 seconds to clear based on the size of this silhouette here. This was a grown man. So now a woman of Lamoureux stature with, you know, she has a dress on, so it's going to slow her down a little bit. So I calculated about like 4 seconds for her to cross through here, right? So about 4 seconds or so. And then about 5 seconds to cross through. Actually, 5 to 6 seconds, right? So, but in all honesty, if you're looking at this carefully, this is kind of like a full square. This is like a perfect square, like around here. So this extra bit could be like another extra second and a half of movement. So whatever we calculate here, so I kind of said like 5 to 6 seconds to cross this thing fully up top. So that's about how long it might take her, especially crouch walking with the dress and all that stuff. Might take her about 6 seconds plus, I don't know. But I surmise between 5 to 7 or 5 to 6.5. So I kind of evened it out at 5, but let's be maximum charitable, right? And let's say 6 seconds, just for the sake of argument here, right? So we're gonna say 6 seconds for this and about 4 seconds for this, right? Or say 4.5, whatever. Now the side of the portrait, or this side, whatever we're looking at here, is actually this side. The side that takes longer to cross would be this top part here because of the way that these are funneling in, right? So for her to cross this, if we assume these are both 6 seconds to cross, and that's 12 seconds right there, and if you actually look over here, if you combine this extra bit of space with this extra bit of space, you kind of get another one of these, another 1.25, right, or another 1.5 or a third, right? So we'll say like 18 seconds plus this, about 21 seconds to cross this, right? And then you have this elevator here that takes about, let's say 3 seconds to lower because it's not a massive elevator. It's not going to go slow. It's not going to go super fast either, but it's a pretty normal, conventional functioning elevator. So probably like a platform elevator. So it probably takes about 3 seconds to go down this, plus the 21 seconds. Let's say 4 seconds just for the heck of it, right? 4 seconds to go down this, plus to get adjusted with all that. What the? I was playing tricks on me. I literally thought my hand was like disappearing. Okay, all right, something wrong with me. But let's say this plus this takes 25 seconds to cross, right? On walking, crouch walking even. Let's say all of this takes 25 seconds, and then I'm gonna assume this takes 10 seconds to clear on the elevator. So let's put that at 35 seconds maximum. Max time at crouch walking, 35 seconds to clear this, right? Based on the math that I just gave. So if we assume that, then we can also assume that running should reduce the time by at least a third, right? So given that that's the case, we're actually going to look at, let's reduce it by, let's reduce it by about 40%. Let's say that. So if we, how much I said, 35, about 40% of that would be 14 seconds, right? So if we have 35 minus 14, that puts us at exactly where I said before, 21 seconds. So that's what I thought would be how long it will take to clear that at running. So if we go here, which my assumption was 21 seconds from the beginning. So hold on, shit's about to fall off. I fucked up my audio for a second, but yeah. All right, so 21 seconds, right, guys and gals? So we're going through this, right? 21 seconds maximum, right? Well, no, we can't say 21 seconds because we're going to assume that these are still going to take a fixed amount of time. So let's say 10 seconds for this, and this is about a third of it. So let's say about 3 to 4 seconds. So at the very, well, actually, it should take about 13 to 14 seconds in between. Kind of like an interim of the two. Let's combine it just to make math a little easier later. So let's say about, let's be charitable towards, you know, against the clock, and let's say 14 seconds, right? To clear that. Now, thank you very much. Now, if we're going to, what was I saying? All right, so what did I calculate this as? 18 seconds or so? Is that what I did? I can't remember. How much did I say this was? I think this was 18 plus maybe another 2.5 or so. Okay, so that puts it about 20. So 40% of that would be 8. So 20 seconds minus 8 would be 12. And if we add that in conjunction to the 14 that we have, so we get 26. That's still a reduction of 9 seconds, right? So that's a big reduction. That's actually like 25% reduction, right? So that's still reducing the time by a quarter if you run because of the fixed times that you have here. But none of that is reaching 1 to 2 minutes. So I don't actually understand this. Yo, what's up, Kyle? What's up, baby? Yo, chat. Look at Joe. What's up? How's it popping?
How's it popping?
Let's see. Let's see. Once I sign a contract army, that's not cool at all. The only reason I need to go is because I'm in debt, so that's why I'm screwed away. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I know. Listen. I understand. I know what you're going through. I'm in debt too. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to put that in my Stream Element shit. My bad. Yeah, apparently. Okay, so I tried this partnership thing or this sponsorship with the HelloFresh. I got myself a subscription as well, just to try it out. I'm probably gonna cancel at the end of the week because it's like a week-by-week thing. But if you guys want to support the stream, support what I'm doing here, you can try out you can try my code there at the HelloFresh and test it out. I mean, they got really good food. I'll say that. I got a subscription. I got my delivery. The food is actually really good, but it's too bad. Next time I'll stream myself cooking it, or I don't know. I'll do something like that because you guys got to see. It looks really good and it tastes really good and it's healthy. So I actually got the veggies and meat pack. It was pretty good. But if you guys want to support it, not saying you have to, you don't have to. If you don't want to spend any money, that's totally fine. But it's there for anyone that wants to try some healthy food and wants to support the stream. I do get a commission for anyone that does register, but just use my code when you do. That's all. Anyway, so let's see here. So see the way, see the three-way. Oh, I see what you're doing the Scott Steiner shit. See the three-way sacrifice. You got 33 1/3 chance of winning, but I got 66 2/3 chance of winning. because Kurt Angle knows that he can't beat me, and he's not even gonna try. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance at winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning. If it was gonna go 1-on-1, then I had 66 2/3%. I got 141 2/3 chance of winning that sacrifice. Shit's funny, bro. That Scott Steiner math is so hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I said my piece. I don't want to spend too long on this shit. I just want to explain my point of view into like how the hell does this make sense? Because to me, I explained the math, explain exactly how long it would take. Not to mention that I think that, you know, they said you can't get a vehicle in there. I was like, oh, she riding a scooter, but apparently if she has to crouch it, I'm like, bro, you could take a skateboard, bro. A skateboard will fit in there, and a skateboard will go faster than you're gonna run. Especially if there's a little slant in there. Oh man, you're getting there like 8 seconds flat, bro, like for real. But besides that, I just want to explain my math going across based on scaling, based off the diagram I had before, that you can make this in less than 30 seconds. Which is what she did, bro. I literally had the timer, bro. I literally stopped the time. I had the time stop. Bro, I literally showed it off. 23 seconds is how long it took her to make it from point A to point B in the video. And now you're telling me there's something in the video that explains how she was gone for 2 minutes? What? Aren't you out your fucking mind? Okay, we're gonna find out. Actually, let's watch the video again. Is there really any like signs of tampering or doctoring on the video? Because I didn't see any. Is that even her? Is that a cardboard cutout? Oh my god! It's a cardboard! Oh my god! I just saw it! I just saw it! No, wait. It's not. Wait. Hold on. Is it animatronic? Dude. Okay, it's moving, so it's not cardboard. I thought... Okay, literally... Bro, literally... The fucking sides... Okay, I'm gonna pause. Can I pause? No, I'm gonna use my mouse to show you. These right here, where Sugar's at the sides, I thought those were like things holding her in place. This is the ground. Okay, okay. I was about to freak the fuck out, bro. Oh my god, I'm spazzing. Okay, so... What is going on in this stream, bro? Yo, what up, Kaiser? What's up, baby? Yo, ooh, the chat. Dang, Rumpa Shadows and...
How's it poppin'?
How's it poppin'? Is it Doctor? The lights are blue. The lights are a little bit out. Oh, that's a great detail. The light's not fully showing blue there. Caught on fire. This was a 23-second clip right here. Now the lights are red and on that side. She appears. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't understand. But I know she's missing the brooch. That's another thing to consider. She's missing the fucking brooch too. Does she get teleported? Does someone transfer her? I don't know, man. Dude. Okay, this shit just got way more interesting. Evidence explaining the discrepancy. There is no evidence. There's no evidence. What kind of evidence could prove that? What's your professional opinion about this one, Trucy? Yeah, shit's fucked. Sorry, I don't work in evidence. And I don't work in tricks. I'm an attorney, not a magician, for crying out loud. And tricks are for kids. But that's not what I have, actually. I don't have tricks. I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But can kids see why the taste of cinnamon... How does it go? Can kids see the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? How does it go? Can kids see why... I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. It's been 20 years since I heard the damn slogan. Yeah, really? I'm sure Daddy would have loved working on this. I'm sure he would have. I'm sure he would have figured it out. I'm too stupid to figure it out because I don't know any tricks. Nice trick. Thanks. That makes me feel oh so much better. Well, I don't know about all of you, but I find this mystery fascinating. Oh, also, what I was saying earlier is that I got a stand for my we call this shit. This. What the fuck are you looking at me from? Camera. I got a stand for my camera. I put it there. It's not the stand that I wanted, but I got something quick. I put it there. That way you guys could just be there. I wanted a more frontal look on it, but this will work for now. So at least now I don't have to get this camera in the way there, and then you guys can still see me, and there's no issue. I think this is the best camera that we have for right now, right? Isn't this the best the setup has been, camera-wise? I think so, right? And you can even see my chair for you know, on top of that too. Not that it matters. I'd rather it not be there, but whatever. Now you can see it. All right. And I'm not letting this trial go any further until we get to the bottom of it. Yes, let's go. I need to know too. The defense will continue with the cross-examination until we have some answers. Okay, well, easier said than done. Yeah, for real. I had to figure this out, not Apollo. I have to figure it out. I'm gonna give Apollo the answers through osmosis. But let's see here. Also, I was showing off key lime pie. I haven't had this in a long time. I'm having sugar, like I said, sugar there. But I'm having key lime pie on a lime plate. Isn't that crazy? It's literally a lime plate. Shit's good, man. I haven't had this in years. When was the last time I had this shit? Look, see? A plate made of lime. You can see. Oh, I think the plate just disappeared on you guys. I'll show you right there. Lime plate. There you go. See? This is bad because I don't want to eat cereal right now. Fucking pissed off about this. Now it's just gonna get soggy. Okay. So I'm gonna wait when I heard the voice. I know it's Daryan's voice you heard. Yes, I'm certain it was him. Oh, you objected. A matter best left for later, y'all. No. How about we solve it right now? What are you afraid of, homie? Put that forehead of yours to work on this illusion first. Objection! Fuck off. Objection to you right back. Hold on, I think the identity of the killer is a little more important, don't you? Yeah, because our boy's on trial. Important smorstons. Objection overruled. Yo, you're a bitch. What the hell? Tell us about the illusion. Actually, I'm gonna actually agree with the judge. I want to know. No use trying to avoid the problem at hand, Apollo. Trying to avoid the problem? This is a murder trial. The killer is the problem. The contradiction between Lammermoor's testimony and the video. Unraveling an illusion can't be so different from solving a normal case, right? I guess so. Sorry, Apollo. I'm not telling. Even if you make those puppy dog faces. Come on. I don't even know how to make a puppy dog face. You don't even know, don't you, Juicy? She probably does know. Fine, fine. Oh, mirrors! Oh, smoking mirrors! Yeah, a bunch of tricks! Dude, how the fuck did it take 2 minutes to go from that point A to point B? How? The fucking show isn't even 2 minutes long. There's no way, bro! Does that have anything to do with the way this music was, set up, the mixing board? Does that have anything to do with this? With this guy? How do I play only this? Does it have anything to do with that at all? And then the brooch falling off is another mystery too, bro. Fucking hell. This shit blows. I don't know what the fuck to do. How am I supposed to find this trick? Like, what happened? I don't even know. The kid was playing the piano, so I know he was good. Fucking the prosecutor was out there playing his guitar, and his guitar caught on fire. So either there were smoke and mirrors involved, or the chick is lying. I don't know. So you want me to contradict something? Well, there's this part. Let me press this one again, because this one had like the option of presenting some evidence. How do I speed this up? Okay. Right there in that video. She says I'll bet, so you don't even know. Okay. Hold on. You're saying that the night of the concert you made the trip in 2 minutes. Yes, though I nearly didn't make it in time. You see, I stopped halfway, so she stopped. That's where she lost the brooch, right? So in 2 minutes. So she had to rush for the second half of that trip then. Stopped halfway because she heard it. And then maybe she's like, oh, I gotta go, and start running. Maybe that's when she dropped the brooch, maybe? I remember where this appears in the video for 20 seconds. Yeah, how the she says she made the trip in 2 minutes. How? Bro, I am hooked. I have not a clue, bro. I'm not a magician. I have no fucking idea. But the answer is right there in that video. I'm sure it's right there in that video whenever I figure out what the fuck the answer is. But I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna cost me a life? There's one piece of evidence that explains the discrepancy between the video and testimony. Where's my Photoshop evidence? Present Photoshop. It's been doctored. Please, come on. You know it's true. You know it's true, bro. It's been doctored. There's no way she made that trip in 2 minutes. Mixing board? Something's not right. Something's not right here, bro. How? Wait, it's right there and wait. Let me look at the lyrics one more time. Are all those lyrics present? Hold on, let me take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture of this and I'm gonna read this as the video is going through, because maybe I just missed it or something. I don't know. I'm gonna read this full lyrics as it's going through the video, and then we will see. Okay, let's start with the first half of the lyrics. Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace. Yes. I've had plenty of sugar today. I don't need any more. When you stole away the keys. I'm gonna memorize the song by the end of this fucking game, dude. My heart held on so tight. Then they go up, right? Pleasure, right? Oh, there's no first pleasure there, but a fleeting melody. Shit, I missed it. Hold on, go back. Sugar, sugar, oh honey, honey. What a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me. You are my candy, girl. Yeah. And now I fly, and now through the air I fly. Okay, so second half. Where's the whoa, whoa? I guess that's supposed to be hit. Whoa, whoa. So we're missing one pleasure. Burning on in my heart, fire. That's when it kind of bursts into flames, right? Burn my love away, all away. Like, oh, she's still singing this the whole time. Like a bullet of love, fire. Take my life away, all away. There was no discrepancy there. Guitar, up together to the sky, right? Oh my gosh. This is fucking impossible, bro. She just flew. I don't know. Do I have to watch this twice? Maybe maybe the real clip is the second one. All right, listen. She said sugar, sugar. She said whoa, whoa, but there was no pleasure, pleasure. Why? He's not moving, by the way. He's supposed to be playing the... Maybe he's the cardboard. Yeah. Okay. We are missing one lyric. We're missing one. But that doesn't make up for the fucking minute and 40 seconds that she was gone. According to whatever. I'm gonna just put the video. I don't know at this point. Someone's gonna have to explain this to me. Put the video. Aha! So this is it. The magical key to unlocking this illusion's dark secret? I think I got this wrong. Tell us how it works. Quickly, I can't bear the suspense. I was kind of hoping someone else would jump in at this point. That's literally me right now. I don't fucking have a clue. Well, you see... Oh, he objects. Herr Judge, I do hate to spoil the mood, but I haven't the faintest idea what he's talking about, and neither does he. Call me on my bluff, that motherfucker. I'm a little confused too there, Apollo. Oh, God. You're supposed to be on my side. Right, by which I conclude that I was wrong. Better luck next time, Pollywog. What did she just call me? I'm not a Pokemon. Mr. Justice, I'm only responsible for spoiling my mood. Bro, you serious? Was that a tear I just saw in the judge's eye? Oh, man. Alright, nothing to do but rethink this through. Keys in the videos somewhere. I'm sure of it. Oh! Okay, oh, I'm stupid. I just realized. They want me to present the brooch. I still haven't figured out how, but they want me to present the brooch. I'm so dumb. Hold on. How do I press again? Oh, I forgot how to press. No, not press, dog. Okay, it's the brooch. That has to be the only discrepancy. That's the only discrepancy in the video besides the present. That's the only thing. So this is where the brooch comes in handy, I guess. Lamiror, do you happen to remember this brooch? Ah, the brooch! We saw that yesterday, did we not? Oh, my voice just did things there. It was found at the scene, Your Honor. It's found at the scene, yes, of course. Oh. And you're bringing this up now, why? I thought we had already determined when that was dropped. No, we hadn't. You determined that by yourself, and I didn't agree. So did I. But we hadn't. Alright. We hadn't. We hadn't even talked about it. Take another look at the video. Trying to watch it for like the 20th time. Shit, bro. Yep. Exhibit A, she has it on right here. And there's the light from the fire there, I think. Oh, here you can see she's wearing the brooch. Yeah. So she is. So she is. Let's look a little bit later. Let's look a bit later. I'm gonna skip towards the end. Thank you for doing that. It's not even the same person, I'll bet. Nah. Blue badge security footage all over again. No, for real though. What? The brooch is gone. What? Don't tell me you didn't notice, Clive. That's like one of the first things I noticed. No, actually, no. I lied. That's not the one of the first things I noticed. But it's one of the first realizations I had. Yes. What? Yes, the brooch disappeared in a short space of 20 seconds. And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage. To run, right? Those are facts, right? Which means there can only be one explanation. She teleported. She used instant transmission. The Lamiror we see before the Vanishing Act and the Lamiror we see after are two different people. Yeah, I figured that, but how still? What? The brooch was found on the floor at the crime scene. And not just on the floor, but on the floor directly beneath the air vent. So I said this before that I thought that she might have had a body double, which was the magician guy, somehow, because he's the illusion guy. But I still don't know what the fuck happened and how, you know. Lemmeror, tell me, did you drop the brooch on your way from the stage to the backstage? At the very moment you witnessed the crime? Yes, I think I did. Okay, so she does kind of remember that. She is at least admitting that much. Order! Prosecutor Gavin! From your expression, I gather you had no idea this was the case, Herr Judge. I, of course, knew about it. Yeah, sure you did. That's why you acted so surprised like 2 seconds ago. Like, what? Who the fuck are you fooling, bro? Oh, shit! What? Oh my god! No, play cool. I obviously knew about that. What do you mean? I'm cool, calm, collected. You can't destroy my poise. What the fuck are you talking about? You were just shitting bricks a second ago. My man, I know less people. You know, I'm not even gonna go there. What? Don't get me wrong. I wasn't hiding it. It just never occurred to me. Yeah, a likely story. Clever's Oscar-winning performance. I know, right? Okay, bro. Yeah, take a couple Oscars. If I had some, I'd give them to you. Like, bro, that's wild. My man sweat more than me just a second ago, and he's talking about some. I knew about it. I knew it this whole time. Like, it just didn't occur for me to tell you because you didn't ask, right? Like, what the kind of, who are you fooling, bro? That the switch and the shooting took place at the same time. Okay. So, I was right? There was a switch? There was. Just before the stage's tower rose, Lemmeror was replaced. Alright. While we're on the subject, just who was this replacement Lemmeror? Why, the man behind the illusion, Valen Gramarye. Okay, I was hoping for more of a reveal there. Damn, they just flat out said it. Well, now I feel like this isn't a big thing now anymore. It was Gramarye. That's quite the illusion, but I still don't get one thing. Maybe. Yes? Where were you actually? It's really the question I have. The switch happened before the tower rose, correct? So you weren't on stage. That's right. But this fake Lemmeror. Well, the camera switched there, so we couldn't see it. Still singing, and she's pretty good. Yeah, I mentioned this too, that she's still singing. Yeah, I did mention this before. Like, how she's still singing, she's on the ground. Yeah. It's probably just a pre-recorded thing. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna expose all the secrets of an artist's like career here. That's true. Come on, Apollo, that's an easy one. Yeah, for real. They were just playing a recording. Yeah, basically. Everyone knows by now. The Governors aren't some kind of arrogant bar, Fraulein. Oh, you mean I'm wrong? Well, you're not wrong about their playing, but I mean, I think she's right about the recording of her speech or her singing. When we play a show live, we play live, no recordings. Perhaps you can explain, Lemmeror. Very well. Yes, do tell and add it to your testimony. Alright, time to break this in with a nice objection. Nice fat objection. I had to keep singing even while I moved. That's not true. What? That's fucking bullshit. You were singing? There's no way, there's no loss in the quality of the audio? What are you talking about, bitch? Sorry. I'm not gonna say it. I say that shit when I get pissed. You're not a bitch. I'm sorry, Lemmeror. But that's fucking bullshit. You're lying through your teeth. Yes. Mr. Gavin expressed dislike for recordings. That's true, he did. But so I used this. So she's the one who dropped that too? There's no way you did that while running, bro. Get out of my way. Are you... Is that why she didn't say this, the other pleasure? Oh! Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. So I used this. Wait, so you were singing the whole time? There's no way you ran and sung that. That's not possible. Even when you were crawling above the ceiling toward this backstage? Okay. They're crawling? hard to believe, but she wasn't doing super like advanced techniques. She's singing pure. She's not singing like not using any kind of techniques to it at all. So that's believable, but not while running. Your voice would be shaky, and her voice wasn't shaky towards the end. Anyway, why should it matter where I sing? Even when everywhere I go is the same darkness. Yeah, but that's not the issue here. The issue is your diaphragm is positioned differently, so your breathing techniques will be different. It would be very evident to anyone who's hearing it. So you're trying to sell me that you were singing the same way. I mean, everything sounded exactly the same. Mixing, everything was the same. But you expect me to believe that while doing a taxing event, you're maintain composure, maintain the same level of diaphragm, the same level of breathing, like the same level of like singing, same pitch, same timbre, you know, even the same cadence. Like, what? That doesn't sound feasible at all to me. But okay, sure, we'll take that. I'll take it while crawling, even though it's a little hard pressed to believe that one. But I know some skill singers, so it might be possible. But the running bit or the second half of the, you know, your performance there, that's where I'm drawing the line on it. Because especially when you have elevated heart rate over witnessing something like that, you would have to process it in your mind. You probably would, I don't know. If it really took her like a second to process what happened there and then go back to singing, that's very impressive. Unless she didn't fully realize what happened until afterward, and she probably decided not to think about it until, you know, whatever. And by the way, the way that the blind people would process events is different from someone who had more, you know, acuity on vision and other senses that are available. Like, it's totally different. So she only has one sense to go by, and we have many. But well, she has more than one, I suppose, but there's one primary. So I mean, it's not too far-fetched to think that she maybe thought less about it because of that, or it could be the opposite. It could be it took her more time to think about what happened because she doesn't have visual to go by. She has like no context to go on, and then she has to think about it more than if you were just to like witness something, you know. So I don't know. It could go either way. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm the fucking people here. I'm the jury or whatever that is. Like, I'm literally just chatting here. But if you were singing while you were walking, that's right. Wouldn't the shooter and the victim have heard? Oh yeah, true. I didn't think about that. No, it was soundproof, right? The room. No, I did think about that. The room was soundproof. They wouldn't have heard, right? So she was singing right over their heads, after all. And plus, the audio of the performance was playing in their room as well, so that probably would have drowned it out. And also, even if they did hear it, they wouldn't really know because they would have thought it was coming from the intercom or the speaker or whatever, which would have been right above their head anyway. So it would have been like, it would have been the same sound to them regardless. So that's right. Are you sure? Are you sure? You'd have to be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling. What I'm trying to figure out is how did she hear them while she was singing? That to me is the biggest feat out of all of these things here, is the fact that she heard them. She heard his voice, Darion's voice, in the middle of singing, and was able to remember his voice. That's the most impressive thing in this whole trial to me so far, given the facts. Because me, I have a loud voice in my own head. When I sing, I don't hear shit. I don't hear shit. So when you sing especially, it's super loud inside of your own, you know, cavities. It's super, super loud. It's very hard to hear other things. Especially pick up fine details. Being deaf or blind or whatever, or being blind, I suppose, sorry, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That doesn't change the reality of the situation, right? That being the case, you have to actually speak a little louder when you're singing because you have to project. And like I said, there's techniques to it. So you have to sing a certain way, and with that, there's going to be a lot of sound that's reverberating from your body. It's echoing all over. So how the fuck she was able to pick up on a detail like that is actually super wild to me. That's actually, and it's not something I don't believe. I'll believe it because, like I said, there's a lot of talented people out there. It could have just been on the spur of the moment. She had just been on the downdraft of the breath, and maybe she was able to pick up on that. That's why she missed the first pleasure when she's supposed to sing that part. She didn't sing it, right? So maybe she heard at that moment and was able to kind of store that away for a later time and think about it later. So it's really interesting the way that this whole thing played out. Anyway, once again, we have come back to state the state of scene of the crime. What state? Yeah, I know what he means. That old speaker, Apollo. The speaker? The speaker speaks? The speaker was blaring at the time of the murder. Yeah, I already mentioned this. Ah, that's for monitoring the stage from this room. Monitoring? It pipes in a real-time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up. Satisfied? That dressing room was fitted with a large speaker playing a direct feed from the stage. At my request, actually. So Lamoureux singing in the ceiling was basically the same ceiling that they were hearing. Sounded just like Lamoureux singing over the speaker. Yeah, I mentioned this already. Ingenious! Her voice was hidden by her voice! Yeah, that's the one way to put it there, Judge. Yes, perfect, yes. Ah, Lamoureux? Wait, what does she disagree with that? I just remembered something. Oh, please tell us, Lamoureux. Do tell! When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes? Oh yeah, there's also the gunshots. How did I forget that? That's really why she paused. Okay, so that broke her silence, but she's... Hold on a minute. I'm super curious about this now. 1 second. I gotta hear the last part. See how many seconds pass. He is not playing anything. Seven eighths. Okay, so all right. I was trying to keep tempo there. So one more time. One more time. I just want to make sure I get this right. Alright, now let me hear how she said the other ones. What's that lyric? I gotta see the lyric again, hold on. It's not, no, it's not adding up. One last time, hold on, because she's not supposed to. Okay. Breath. So she's gonna say the pleasure line twice and quickly then. So pleasure, pleasure, right? Something like that. Okay. That has to be how she's singing that part. Otherwise, it's not gonna make sense, right? So She heard, dude, bro, her concentration is next level. What? She heard 2 shots and only missed, like, basically a quarter note? Huh? What the fuck? What is this? Who is this chick? What? That's gnarly. When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes? It startled me, so It startled her for all of a quarter note? What the fuck? So I stopped singing. Yeah. For like no time. You literally just missed one lyric. What the fuck? She's insane. I forgot the words I was supposed to sing. Bro, she's ridiculous. She forgot one word. The song stopped? Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse. Yeah! Bro, what the fuck? Bro, she said, yo, what? Nah, bro, I am flipping ball. I'm like nerding out right now. I'm flipping balls for this chick. How the fuck? Yo, I can't, my mind cannot comprehend this. I can't even. So not many would notice. Bro, I did notice, and I'm still like, that's fucking crazy. Forehead, that mixing board I lent you, where is it? That's where the guns. Yeah, I was literally thinking that too earlier. I was like, so like that's when Daryan messed up his thing, when the gunshot. So he heard it. How did he hear it? That's what I was thinking about earlier. I was like, how did he hear it? Is what I was like. That's the thought I was coming across. So he went down. No, because the gunshots happened. Then he went down and talked with him. But that happened during the middle of the second set. Oh my god, bro. I'm fucking... Dude, I'm cooked. I thought I had a good understanding of this trial, and I fucking just flat out do not. I just flat out do not understand what the hell happened here. Because while everything I could put together has some logical structure to it, it just... The end result doesn't play out the way it's supposed to. There's a giant gap missing in the middle of this whole thing. And I have no idea how the fuck to connect the pieces here. What is going on? I don't even know what... I'm so cooked mentally, I don't even know what the fuck evidence I'm supposed to be looking at. Jesus. God. So, the gun. Alright, the mixing board. Right. That's what he said. The fucking mixing board. Alright, I have it right here, dude. Yeah. Wait. But that happened at the end of the... Hold on. Oh, no. That was Guilty Love. Wait, what? Oh my god, my brain. What? How? No. Oh, this makes no sense. Guilty Love was right before They're Sad, right? Wasn't it? It was right before They're Sad. This was the first set of the night. Guilty Love plays. That's the warm-up, right? Then they play the ballad. But during the middle of this shit, this guy at the very last verse fucks it up. That's not when the bullets. That's not when the bullets happened though. The bullets happened in the middle of the second set, right? The second verse. This happened at his last, and the previous set. Oh my god. Just scoop up my brain from the floor later, guys. I mean, please. I think this guy. I think Clavier is also having a mental breakdown. So I think that's why he's asking for a mixing board. He wants to figure this shit out too. What did I even say? The mixing, huh? That Machine Apollo, the one that breaks music into tracks. Oh, this! I completely forgot about it. I have not forgot. I've been thinking about this shit non-stop. I'm like, when is this gonna fit in? When is it gonna fit in? Okay, it's gonna fit in. Let's take a listen. Oh. That doesn't make sense. That's Guilty Love. Wait. That's not the name of the song. Where's my fucking phone? 2 isn't even playing. Oh, I guess it plays later? No. 2 was playing the whole time. This is a guitar serenade. Yeah, it's not Guilty Love. Oh. Oh. Gotcha. Oh, that's... I understand. I got you. I understand. I got you. Guilty Love was just what the evidence was. They were using the mixing board henceforth. Okay. Can we run that back? Because I totally was fucked up right there. Oh my god, I wish I could. Can I run that back? Song does stop there. Can we get a new evidence footage with the mixing board? It does? I must have missed it. Look at the lyric sheet. At the top of the second verse. See where it says pleasure, pleasure? Now listen again. Oh, thank you. That's exactly... No, that's not where I want it to be, but I want to be right here on this stanza is where I want to be. Oh, we got an ad break in a minute. Yeah, but can I get the mixing board? Just wanted to see it. I love that noise. This is evidence indeed. I believe we are guilty of making a terrible mistake. The crime didn't happen during the third set. It happened during the second. It happened during the second, during Lammermoor's ballad. If that's true, then no one on stage during the second set could have been the shooter. Which means that Darian Crescent could have done it. And it thickens, ladies and gentlemen. Darian, we're closing in on you. He wasn't on stage for the second set. Alright, what are we doing, man? Well, Prosecutor Gavin? Fascinating. He don't give a shit. He's like, as long as it's not me. I don't believe I've ever seen a trial turn around quite so thoroughly. You're impressed, are you? Yep, we got a little bit of that Phoenixism in us. Yeah, keep snapping them fingers, baby. Yet one problem remains. What's that? What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? Her forehead's theory does have a certain kind of logic to it. Yes, it does. Stop punching walls. You psychopath. Yet it's entirely based upon Lammermoor's testimony. Are we really spinning this angle? What the fuck, this guy? So, we're gonna use her when we want to, when it fits our narrative, but when it doesn't, we're gonna just cast aspersions, huh? This is how we're doing things? Yes, is there a problem with this? Well, it's quite simple, though it pains me to say it. Yeah, well, you gotta win, I understand. What if she is lying to protect the defendant? We've been through this before. Oh, actually, I brought this up. Shit. No, you guys can't even object to that. You brought up those words, Apollo. That's why I said you shouldn't be hounding her like you were before. But you have no proof. All I'm saying is that the truth is as yet unclear. Yeah, it's true. Until we hear directly from the man himself. What? That man? You don't mean... What? You're gonna put Darian up here, you fucking snake? Yes. Though he is a friend and a band member, Darian Crescent must take the stand, you motherfucker. I see no other way. I agree he should take the stand, but the fact that you... conniving. As someone with a new perspective on the case? As a suspect, to be frank. Yo, hold on. What is Clavier doing right now? Is he real about wanting to have the truth? Is he really about to sell out his own friend? Holy shit, I did not see this coming. I thought he would defend him. He might be real. He might actually really be about the truth, like Edgeworth was. Is he a real one? I don't know. Listen, he's not a real one in terms of friends. No, he's not. If he's gonna sell out his friend right now, he's about to throw him under the bus. Because his role is to convict our guy, right? He's supposed to prove the other way around, not enable something like this. So he's not even doing his job as a prosecutor. Which is really interesting to me. And I'm ready to catch him. Darian Crescent, get ready for justice. Okay. So I'm expecting a huge twist here where it's not Darian. Because it can't be Darian, right? It's too obvious, right? Is that not too obvious? There's no way, right? Would this game really just give us a super obvious, like, fucking, like, you know, killer? Like, it was him the whole time and we just all knew it was him? Like, no way, bro. There's gotta be a twist at the end, right? Maybe I shouldn't have have too lofty of expectations. But listen to me. If it goes down like that, I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed. Not too much, but a little bit. No, motherfucker. No more recesses. It's as good as time as any to pause for a brief recess. Actually, Judge is right. Let's take like a 5-minute break, guys. I want to come back. I'm gonna have to eat this before it gets any soggier. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys. Let's take a little recess here. Let me just go forward a bit. The prosecution will summon the witness. Have me here and ready by the time we begin. I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are. Very well. Court is adjourned for a 15-minute recess. Okay. We're not going to take 15 minutes. We'll take 5. Judge needs to take a piss. Yeah, for real, Kaiser. To be continued. Okay, we're going to save. Finally, we didn't actually game over there, so that's good. We have a full health bar, hopefully. Anyway, 5-minute break. Start now. How about I run a 5-minute ad? We just had an ad break, so we'll be back a bit. All right. We return. We return. Ah, I left my phone here by mistake. Couldn't keep track of the time. I was like, dude, what time is it? Has it been 5 minutes? My bad, guys. All right. I've returned. I returned. Damn. One time I didn't take my phone with me. All right. So we're back. I was thinking about this. Upstairs. I was like, dude, how did this motherfucker, like, how is it that, like, how did he mess up on that the track? Like, what does this mean? Like, did he hear the gunshot? What does this mean? He must have gotten shot, Daryan. There were 2 bullets fired. One went to the guy, the victim. The other must have been Daryan. He must have gotten shot. We just never saw it. Must have been. Because why else would he stop playing? Like, he just couldn't play normally. Why? Because he was hurt. He was in pain. Had to have been. Anyway, continue on to the next chapter. Next chapter? What do you mean next chapter? July 10th, 1:40 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Man, we've been trying for a minute, huh? What do you mean the chat? Oh, I'm thinking episode, my bad. Apollo, I can't believe it. It really happened during the second act? Yeah, we talked about this, remember? And right in the middle of Lemonroy's performance? The reason why she was in that air vent and that switch and the flaming guitar, when you link it all together, that's what you end up with. I knew you had what it took. Oh. Oh! Let's go, Phoenix! Ah, daddy! Well, how does he know the fucking thing, right? How does he know? My boy Nick showing up, man, in the flesh. Ugh. What, is he following the whole trial the whole time? How does he know? He doesn't even know all the evidence, right? Mr. Right! Mr. Right! Yeah, bitch! You believed in me? Not really. Oh my god, Phoenix, you fucking soft motherfucker, you. He just knows. He's just reached the, like, the pillars of, like, I don't know, the defense attorney Nirvana or something. He reached enlightenment, man. I don't know. He just knows shit. That's why he's like this. He's like, well, I know everything. I know I'll be fine. Huh? I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance and say, hiya. How about this one, Phoenix?
How's it poppin'?
Try that next time. See how that goes for you. Why do I even bother hoping? Oh, that's good. Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all. Ah, sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission. Secret? You mean like you're undercover? Oh. Like Mr. Latouche, only shorter and not as well dressed. Dressed in the same attire he's always dressing. Oh no, what if you're shot too, Daddy? Ha ha ha! Yeah. Would I do a thing like that to you? Sure. Meow. Anyway, I'm off for a while again. Bro, we just saw you for like 2.5 seconds. You're already leaving? Huh? You're leaving? Oh, one thing before I go. Oh, he's gonna give us the tricks right here. The end game tip that we're gonna need to solve this trial. What? Oh, good luck. Bro, come on, are you serious? Right. Bro, he looking like me when I'm fucking sleepy or drunk. That's the same look I be giving people. Is that all you came to say? I think you have things pretty much under control. Damn. What if I don't? What if I'm just bluffing through life? You'll get Machi to buy you off the hook, no doubt. Yeah, just because you said so, bro? Yeah, but you're after that detective, aren't you? Uh-oh. Daryan Krishen. Yeah. It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system. You mean we gotta get this judge out of here, right? This judge fucking sucks, bro. This guy's a clown. The current court system? What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption. Namely, that our Diva Divine is telling the truth. That's true. I didn't think she was telling the truth from the beginning anyway. But what about all the proof? The brooch and the switch. Circumstantial. A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. Yeah, exactly. I was looking at it like that too. I was like, yo, they're putting too much stake. Like when the judge said, like, whoa, this changes everything, whatever. I was like, does it really? I'm like, it's just a fumble, and she just made up a narrative. Could be, but point taken anyway. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. The flaming guitar too. Okay, Phoenix, you're the man and all, but you're not gonna explain the flaming guitar any other way than that remote. Like, what? Let me not say that, because somehow the game's gonna prove me wrong. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case. Sometimes you don't have definitive proof, though. But if the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan. Yeah, it does. Leaving behind the faintly singed sense of failure. So what do I do? Tell me, Shiho, what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Well, I've got like my bracelet and shit. I could just data drain his brain, so I'll be alright. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend. Detective Sky? Emma? How does he know this he's talking about? I guess because it said friend. I would not have picked up. I thought he would have meant the other guy. Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. The snack-hoos? Ah, here it is. Inside is a cracked fragment. What is that? A pen. That's a pen. Ah, here it is. What are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material. That's because they're not. They were found at the scene. How'll she hide them in her snack-hoo? Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder. Oh, shit. A pen gun? That fractures when... Whoa, hold on. Gunpowder? Whoa. Probably a firecracker or something similar like the ones kids are into these days. Okay, well that would explain the 2 fucking shots that someone heard before. So they were firecrackers. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually. Like party poppers. Under the sofa. Same as when the detonator was found. Hey, Apollo! That's where we found that little device thingy. Yes, it is where we found the little device thingy. Right, this. Okay. Well, finally, some evidence that makes sense. Yeah, for real. Fragments added to the court record. But, so... the real moment when the guy got shot then was when we heard it. When me and Emma heard it. Right outside the room. That's when he really got shot then. So, but how'd the killer make his escape then? Right? No! Okay, I thought that because then it would make sense that, like, that's why he didn't die yet. But, because, like, he can't be alive for that long. Somehow he was, though. Okay, so they detonated the firecracker afterwards. Oh, and then when the police went... Oh, my God. And that's why... Yo, hold on. That's why they issued this order here. And they had to sign it to ensure efficiency of secret service investigation. And Bear is hereby ordered to speak to no one outside the investigation concerning the details of the case. That's why the police did not allow us to do investigation of the room. They must have cleared it out. That must have been Darian's doing. Darian said that then. He set it up because he knew he was the one who did it. Ah! We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, conclusive proof. That right there. This request right here tells us everything we need to know. So, he fires the bullets during the second round, the second set. The bullets are indicated by these holes here on the wall. Right? There's 2 bullets. So Darian wasn't actually shot then. Okay, that's what I was thinking originally, but no. He wasn't shot. These 2 bullets were. One of them hits the victim. The other one, I guess, just missed. I don't know. Guess heat of the moment, like, probably dodged the first one. Got cracked by the second one. He dodged a fatal blow, but he still died anyway due to blood loss because he was... Well, I guess it makes sense. He was there for too long. And then, to set up the scene later, or during that situation, he got like one of those party poppers, set off 2 explosions, and detonated it so that... Wait a minute. Yeah, interesting. Okay, that's why there were 2 detonators then. One was for the guitar, the other was for the poppers here. 2 shots. They both went off, and that's when we heard that and we came into the room. And I had to remember, did they say there was faintly smelled like gunpowder in the air? I don't know. But when we came into the room the first time, we saw there was no one there, and it almost turned into like a closed room situation. But that explains everything. It's just that there were like actual detonating like poppers. Shit, that's good. That's good. Damn, bro, fucking Phoenix. That's all from me, I suppose. He literally just gave us the actual tips I said he was gonna give us. See you after the verdict. Maybe. Oh, you will. Right. Every man has an igniter inside him. Ooh, that's a good one. Excuse me? Find Darian Crescent's igniter and set it off. Ooh, ho, ho. Twist him. Yeah. Don't play the game. Play the man. I understand. And he walked out the door just like a magician. Normally. What does he want us to do? I understood exactly what he wants to do. No conventional methods? What does that mean? Yeah, play the man. I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes. I guess. We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Chusey. So, what I have to figure out is how does all of this connect to this replica cocoon of Incuritis thing? This has... Darian must have something to do with this. Somehow we have to find a link between the Incuritis and Darian. If we could figure out the mystery behind that, I think we solved the case. Is there any link at all? Like, at all? Just this guy. It's just him. Do we know where Darian's from? Incuritis syndrome, first case in country. He killed him because he had no choice. That's why he couldn't play with the guitar. The Incuritis is fucking him up. He can't even perform. That's gotta be it. So that's why he approached this guy. He's like, hey man, I know you got it because you smuggled this shit out the country. Trust me, I know this shit. Let me get the kid. I know he's got the shits. Let me have it. There was a disagreement. He's like, I'm not gonna give it to you. And I guess there was a falling out. He's like, I must have this no matter what. I need it so bad I'm willing to kill you for it. 2 shots, pop. Dodges the first one, goes down the second. Darian doesn't find what he needs. So he leaves, and he's looking for Lamarore. That's why he's chasing her. He wants to kill any witnesses at the scene. I don't know. Interesting though. We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. Hang in there, Truce. Okay. July 10, 1:55 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Whisper, whisper on the wall. Who's the grimiest of them all? You're a mean one. Mrs. Bitch. Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescent? In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time. Very well. Might I add, I don't believe any of this. Darian was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when we moved to Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Oh, is that the SVU? So is that the Special Victims Unit? But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination. Alright, that sounds pretty gay, I'm not gonna lie. That's nice. He's literally hit him with a cool story, bro. But it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct? Right. Oh, I know. Her forehead. You just gotta throw in the her forehead, alright? Listen, you're the one making gay guitar stroking jokes, okay? That's not me. That's you. Very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Final witness? That's what you said last time. Detective Darian Crescend. There you go. Name and occupation, please. Darian Crescend. Detective Criminal Affairs Division 3. That's the International Affairs Division for those of you who didn't know. And I'm a guitarist for the Governors. Maybe you heard of us? Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. Did I accidentally pick the right voice for this guy? What the fuck? You gave me a word. I wouldn't be standing here. The situation's changed, Darian. And don't call me partner. So much for old friends. Interesting. Something's going on between these two. I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Is that what he's doing? I think he's just kind of resentful a little. And for right reasons, I think. If I was in his shoes, I'd be doing the same thing. But like, what the fuck, man? Why'd you call me up on trial? But if he had nothing to hide, he wouldn't get so defensive, right? So that's another thing to consider. Normally people don't want to go up on stand. This is true. But if you got nothing to hide at all, if there's no danger to you at all, then, you know, there should be nothing for you to worry about. Just answer truthfully, and the truth shall reveal itself whether or not you're guilty. At least it should work that way. But if you're a suspect for murder, then I mean, I guess that's a different story, right? And excuse me, Your Honor, if we could begin the trial? Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. All right, let's. You may begin with your response to Lemurer's testimony. If, in fact, you have anything to say about it. Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Borginia. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice, ha! Yeah, wherever I'm from, right? Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Well, here goes nothing. Okay, let's see. Witness testimony. Darian's rebuttal. Okay. Diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if. Didn't Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots from the third set anyway? The shootings took place when I was on stage, man. Okay. That's where we interrupt them. So you claim Lemurer's testimony was a lie. Okay. Classic, you know, bait and switch, deflection. Trying to make sure that we look at the other person and not him. Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court in vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind. All right, adding more credibility towards his statements. Okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah, it's just like politics. You're just gonna bring down the other person. You go too far, Darian. Look, all I'm saying is, you got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective? Detective Sky. Detective Sky? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. It's funny that Detective Sky is the reason you're going to be in a hot mess in a second, alright? He didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lemurer's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. Yeah, I guess we'll have to present the Phoenix thing with poppers. Darian's rebuttal. Alright. Let me go through all of these so that I can, you know, hear the end of the line commentary that they usually have. He's pretty eager to paint Lemurer as a liar, isn't he? Yes, exactly. Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case. Yeah, very true. This is tough, so what do we do? I've got a few ideas. I just need to find another way to prove it didn't happen when he says it did. Alright, Alright, let's start from the beginning. Diva's lying? Okay. Hold it. You don't have any proof she was lying. Oh yeah, kid? You're saying I lied? No, I'm just saying. What are you just saying? Apollo, glare back at him. Yeah, really, stop. Don't be a puss. I couldn't help it. I flinched by reflex. Okay. You need to grow a couple backbones there, man. Detective Crescent. Yeah? What do you want? Nothing. Bro, oh my god, please. Apollo, chin up. Back straight. You're wilting. He said you're wilting. This guy's hard as nails. He makes Waki look downright cooperative. Who's Waki? Look, there's no way the diva remembers my voice. Okay? Now, in the first place... Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if that's true or not. You never talked to her, even though you were playing in the same concert? Not a word, as far as I can recall. But weren't there planning sessions or something? Yeah, look, listen. Gave it to KO that himself. Daryan wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her. As if you can just go around remember everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that. Lamaror's hearing is very sensitive. Now, I believe that she would have remembered her voice. It's just so unbelievable that she was able to do that in a split moment and basically not even get distracted. She didn't drop. Well, I was gonna say, I thought it was odd that she was offbeat for a second, but she was probably, I mean, okay. I thought she was offbeat, but there's a concept in music, in like music theory called rubato, where it's like kind of like catching up time. It's a shifting of the time, right? In which the notes that you want to be heard are played on different times, like either notes or it could be, in this case, with voices. So that's the concept of rubato. It's like you're actually slowing down the timer and you're speeding it up at the end to catch up to the actual time of what's playing. So when she was saying pleasure, pleasure, she was kind of singing them like almost like when you would do it in an arpeggiated note, but she was playing them back to back. I thought it was just part of the way the lullaby is supposed to be sung, but it could be possible that she actually just missed the note entirely. Like she missed the note and then she missed her cue for when she was supposed to actually say that, and when she was forgetting the actual like next lyric, she probably said that a little bit prematurely, and was in between of her saying the first and the second, because her whoa and whoa, those two words were actually spaced out, and so were sugar and sugar. Those made sense, but I was like, is there some rubato playing when she's saying pleasure, pleasure? I was like, that's kind of interesting because it will contrast the other verses. I'm like, that's kind of, it's brilliant music writing. I mean, at least it makes sense to me. It's smart, but it could be the case that isn't what happened. It could be she just forgot, like she said, and that like maybe she was trying to play it up in her head, messed up with the timing, and then just let it go, and then went back to the cadence and delivered on the next stanza. So it could be that that's what happened, which is like, okay, that makes sense. Actually, when I think about it like that, musically, it still makes sense. But maybe I was giving her too much credit, thinking that she was playing off of rubato, and she only missed the first like 7/8 note, and I was like, what? Like, that's insane. Okay, anyway, what did you say there? That was the son of the Maw family from the last case. Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let me see that again. Walkie. So this guy's tough as nails, something like that. Okay, I must have skipped it. Yeah, that makes Walkie look downright cooperative. That's funny. Okay, but okay, I'm actually like just nerding out over the musical thing. It's pretty brilliant either way, because either way she's intelligent enough to figure out what's going on and come up with a plan to get back on course with the music, especially if you recognize and register that there are gunshots and they're right next to you and you're trying to get to a spot. There's a lot going on in her mind at that very moment, and the fact that she was cognizant enough to go back into a state of like performance is beyond impressive. I've never seen something that impressive in a while. So I'm like really giving her flowers here. That's amazing. She must be a very skilled performer in order to do that. Like seriously skilled. I am very impressed. I'm not quite that skilled at all, so I gotta give props for her to do. Lammerroar really impresses me. Anyway, Lammerroar's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. And I need proof. We'll get there. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if. We know she missed the words. The mixing board proved it. Oh yeah? There was a mistake, but blaming it on gunshots is a lame excuse. What do you mean? The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song, a missed cue. So, she just flubbed it up big time, that's all. She spins this story about a gunshot to protect the kid and cover for her own goof. May and I had to hand it to her if she wasn't sticking to me all at the same time. Daryan, watch what you say. Lammerroar is an artist. He is pissed off with Daryan. They're having a lover spout or something. She just flubbed it up? That's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber. I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, like, bro, you're kind of making light of a serious situation here, but at the same time, it's not that serious. Sure, she flubbed it up, whatever. It's understandable given the circumstances. Hell, I'm impressed that's all it was. I'm really impressed. No gasp, nothing. She didn't stop singing. She didn't like say anything. Nothing, no character was broken at all. She was professional. Okay? Apollo can flub shit up, but Lamy is a professional. Exactly. She is a professional. Exactly. That's exactly what I just said, Kaiser. Perfectly stated. Heh. She got you, alright? I can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff so pretentious is way over my head. Interesting. Potential motive? Hold on. It's way over my head. That's funny. Just like your hairdo. Yeah, I'm detecting the rift in the Governors' ranks. Yes, there's more than just a rift. There's some serious foul play going on here. Anyway, she's too close to defending. Her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me? I go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick. Bro, this is so funny. You don't even understand. She just fucking stabbed you in the back, brother. She just stabbed you in the back. All because fucking... All because, Nick, Phoenix just fucking smoothed one over on her. You know, played the old, you know, man's cologne on her and shit, and fucking got her to give us some evidence. That's amazing. Shout out to you, Phoenix. Still got the moves, you old dog. Anyway, didn't Detective Amos Sky hear those gunshots during the third set? Anyway, let's see. Actually, I was there too. Thank you for saying that finally. Someone fucking mentioned it. You were supposed to mention that like hours ago. So I hear. Which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots? Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, but... Yes, we heard gunshots. Neither I nor Emma actually saw the shooting, mind you. I guess you and Lammerroar got the same excuse then. We know one thing's for certain here. There were gunshot-like sounds. Oh man. Did Clavier know this whole fucking trial just paint up a big stupid dummy this whole time? Gunshot-like sounds that emanated from that room during the third set. What we must determine is whether those sounds were actually gunshots. Fucking Clav, man. He has been ahead of us this whole time. I've been clowning this guy. He's known this whole time. Hasn't he? Wow, man. Clav, I underestimated you, man. Sorry, I was unfamiliar with your game, fam. Okay? I didn't know you rolled this way. I had no idea the guy played himself a fool, knows the whole fucking plot, and is a complex character right here. What the fuck? I didn't know you rolled this way, Clav. Can I call you Clav? Listen, man. I'm gonna call you Clav, right? Let's start over, alright? Clav? Yeah, he's cool in my books. Yeah, he wore the purple. Yeah, he liked Piccolo. So what? You wanna fight about it? That's my boy Clav right there. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Yo, but also, Clav, just wanna say, You can punch all the walls you want. This courtroom sucks anyway, right? That's all I'm gonna say. Punch all them fucking walls you want. You can punch all those little walls, all those little floors. You can do whatever you want, man. You got it. You was him. Oh shit, dude. Machi heard them too. Remember, he said he ran for the air duct when he heard them. So interesting. So, how do we figure out just what those gunshots during the third set were? Well, we know what they are. The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. That could have been what the shooter wanted us to think. I tell you what the shooter, that kid, wants you to think. He wants you to think the diva heard me in that room. I'm back to relying on Lamroar's testimony, yeah. As much as I'm enjoying the Daryon and forehead show, there's no need for such tempers. Oh man, dude. Don't make us into some comedy duo. This mean the Gavin and Daryon show's canceled? Yo, Zorkin pals, anyone? Bro, I love that show. Neither of your claims can be proven or disproved. So, Christianity, huh? I love it. We could argue for days like this and get nowhere. Prosecutor Gavin is quite right. This court will hear no further discussions on this topic without new facts. Okay, well, I'm bringing up some facts then. New facts, huh? He's pretty eager to paint Lamroar as a lot. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's start digging into the meat and potatoes of this. Yeah. I think I'll object to this. Present. Okay, now what do I do here? Do I present the firecracker? The burn fragments? Actually, I never really took a good look at it, did I? No clues here. No clues there. So, you think this was some kind of firecracker? Yeah, or one of those noisemakers that you shoot off in New Year's? On New Year's? Yeah, those things are noisy, bro. Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? Yeah, fun. It actually reminds me of that video you posted, Con, in memes. Like that fucking whatever the hell they shot up into the air that made that crazy sound on the way back, dude. That has to be fake, right? That fucking sound was diabolical, bro. That shit was crazy. So it's kind of the same thing. Really? I had no idea. Is that what it is for? I thought we threw fireworks up to celebrate. I had no idea. Nothing about no evil. Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make a 12-ounce jar of peanut butter. 1 12-ounce. Well, thanks for the car facts there, Trucy. At least my useless fact has something to do with the evidence. Alright, this is not a competition, guys. Yo, let me take a listen. Really? Oh, bro, I'll literally play it right now. Hold on, I'll literally play it for you right now. Hold on a second. I'll literally play it for you right now. Let me just... Alright, so... I'll show you right now. Alright, where is it? Just the audio, right? You guys just gonna hear the audio. This was kind of like a few weeks ago, isn't it? So I gotta go back a little bit. Unless you want to like post it again. Ah, thank you. Post it right there. Perfect. Thanks, fam. All right, right here. That's it, launching. That was fucking crazy, bro. It's still crazy when I hear it. I fucking love that song. It sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you, it sounds epic, but like, damn, that was crazy. Yeah, it's still crazy every time I hear it. Let's see. That's going in my favorites, by the way. So if anyone in the stream wants to look it up later, just check out my new favorites playlist on YouTube. I did not mean to object right there. Holy cow. I hadn't even decided to do that yet. I wanted to save. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. You sure about that? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Justice. Well, that solves that. I was going to have a fierce debate in my head about which one I wanted to present. So that solves that question for me. When I was on stage, man. So if it's not that, then it's maybe the igniter then? Oh, it's not this either? Oh, shoot. Well, okay. I was gonna try to... Alright. My rationale is to try to get over to the igniter and bring that up so I can bring up the firecracker. So maybe it's not here. Maybe it's the previous statement? Third set. Okay, okay. A little bit of a... This is a bit... kind of semantics here, really. Because, I mean, this is kind of saying the same thing, but I had to present on this one. Well, let's see. It's semantics. I mean, you could have done either or. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial. What things? Yeah, things no one knew about because it was fucking spur of the moment. Last 15 minutes worth of findings, really. The first was this small device. I imagine I could present both of those there, maybe. That's the remote trigger igniter. Correct. Correct. And one more thing. One more thing. What are those? What are those? The remains of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope. Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. He's already aware. Damn, Clav was aware this whole time, bro. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker. How did Kevin know about this? Like I said, he was already aware. Because he is the one who did the first sweep of the area, probably, before Darian even got there. He probably sent Darian to get him some coffee or some bullshit. Did a quick-ass sweep of the... Almost said squeep. That would have been a list of mistakes for the records, bro. Holy shit. One whole sweep of the room. And probably found the firecrackers, smelled the gunpowder on it, put it right back to where it was. Kevin, I mean, he knows what he's doing. What? You think Detective Sky works for you? I received a report this morning before coming here. Oh, okay, it was... Okay, never mind. I painted this cool picture in my head. That's when I made my decision, actually. What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin? Okay, this is Gavin's last trial, right, guys? Because he's doing, like, prosecutor mutiny at this point. He is foregoing his reputation and record here. And I think he doesn't care because he's a musician at heart. Like, I can tell he's a musician at heart. He's just doing this shit for fun. So, he is, like, committing the prosecutor genocide of his career. He's going to turn coat and try to find the truth, like how Edgeworth did all those years ago. And how Phoenix assisted with that as well. Oh, man, this is going to be great. I've registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case. Fucking mad lad. I'm shook for you, Darian. Holy shit. He just casually just said that. This raises another possibility. Holy fuck. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by the remote control. Holy moly. Darian's really getting set up here. This is crazy. I almost feel bad for him. Boing. The bounciness of his hair. Ha ha! You got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say... but you should... what was it again? I just got a more southern voice. Hey, you got an active imagination, but you shouldn't say every little thing you think. You think you shouldn't. I forgot to do a southern voice. While your explanation there seems a bit too convenient for me. How so? So, you're seeing these firecrackers just happen to go off right when the two witnesses came walking by? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. That's right. That's right. Daryan was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. Yeah, so? How would he know someone was backstage right then? You know, I don't think it matters that someone was backstage right there. I don't think it mattered. Because the body was there anyway. And if someone did hear it, then there you go. He knew Emma Sky was on the case, though. Or he knew she was there. So she wouldn't have been too far off. And I mean, it's a fucking gunshot. I mean, it's going to be loud, right? If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one to hear, you get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man? How to explain this? I already explained it. It doesn't matter. He was basically relying on blind luck. He may not look it, but Daryan's a gifted detective. It's true. Show any weakness, and he's sure to find it. He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. I don't know why you're still thanking him. He basically just flat out stabbed you in the back and just fucking publicly aired it. I wouldn't be cool with this guy. That reminds me. I happened to pass through the very hallway several times that day myself. And I saw something odd there, right just before the third set. Something odd? That's anything to do with the earpiece? A headset. Ah, yes. Okay. The kind all the band members and staff were wearing. That's right. We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room, so it wasn't Lammerroar's then? Okay. Back to my original theory, it wasn't Lammerroar, it was someone that was standing in front of the room. Either that, or he left it there so that he could hear who was walking, or if there were footsteps around, and then he would have triggered it. Yada yada. What if the headset there wasn't dropped but placed? And what if it was turned on? Yes, yes, yes. You could hear what's going on in that hallway. Yes, correct. But even if you were out on stage, you got a wild imagination. Feh. Fire Emblem Heroes, right? Whose side are you on, Gavin? Not yours, that's for sure. Listen to me, Daryan. There are no sides in the court of law. Yes, there literally are. What the fuck are you talking about? My bad, Clap. Speak your piece, homie. Yo, Daryan's like, yo, what is this guy on? Which is why I now turn to you, her forehead. I have a question for you. What are we doing in this hot potato game here? Huh? For me? The igniter and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sounds of gunshots. Yeah? That's what we think. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix and you could fabricate an alibi. We're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. Oh, I guess I see what you mean. Who knows if it really went off? There could have just also been placed evidence with just gunpowder on residue gunpowder. That's true. We don't really know if that's true, but the sounds had to have come from somewhere because we heard it. So, process of deduction would state that they went off while we were outside the room, wouldn't it? I mean, that's pretty common sense at this point. Ugh. You've raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case. Who done it? Yeah, I know. But I mean, that's why. Okay, that's why his plane was off at the end there. He heard the two gunshots, and that's why it fucked up his timing. That's it. It wasn't because he's sick with the damn incuritis. It's that he heard the gunshots at the time and he couldn't take off his headset. So that's why it fucked up his timing, his rhythm. Yeah. That's crazy. Lammerroar is a better musician than Daryan. Because that shit didn't really fuck her up when you think about it. It fucked up Dorian to the point you couldn't even play the last fucking half of his shit. She missed one note. One note, bro. That's crazy. Look. Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act. While our little piano player was on stage. That right, Gavin? Shit, bro. Indeed. If you can't prove that, we've got nothing here. Then to continue this cross-examination will be pointless. Well, Mr. Justice? Can you prove the crime took place during the second set? Yeah, I think. Dude, show some backbone, bro. I love his stupidity, but like, come on. You better know, Apollo, otherwise we're through. Yeah, otherwise we're cooked. Or I'm finished. It can be proven. It can. I thought it was gonna make me sick, her forehead. You make it sound like someone else is gonna come along and do it for you. Maya? Mia? I don't know. Throwing the possibility out there. Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness your testimony, if you would. This isn't gonna be easy. I think I should be able to figure it out, right? I need some decisive proof, and fast. Well, I better go find some proof then. Ha! You ready, kid? 'Cause I am. The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. That's not his voice. But the gunshots heard during the third set could have been... What? Some kind of setup? I heard that one before. Yeah, you can't just dismiss it. I mean, acknowledge it. We need proof, Apollo. We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set. Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears. You're asking Trucy. Maybe the gunshots are the key after all. What do you mean? Well, Lammerroar said she heard them, right? Yes. Right in the middle of her illusion when she was up above the ceiling. Yeah, I know. I mean, we got the brooch and we got the bullets on the wall to prove it. When she forgot the words of the song, yeah. What do you mean forgot the words? She forgot one word. I'm not gonna let you keep getting away with that sly shit. She forgot one word, not words, okay? So you stop doing that shit, bro. If you can prove the gun was shot right when she missed those lyrics, we're home free, I think. What was the whole point of the fucking musical the mixer then? I thought we proved it pretty clearly, didn't we? True, not easy, but true. Is there some way to prove that? Let's take a look through our evidence. Maybe there's something in there. Hey, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me? Bro, this guy's talking a lot of shit, isn't he? Try to refrain from private discussions during cross-examination, Mr. Justice. Hey, I'm not allowed to fucking confer with my colleague? I can't confer with counsel? Are you kidding me? I need to consult with my consul, my consultant. Right, Your Honor, sorry. Just let me take a quick look through the court record. He's pretty eager to pay. Yes. Let's go to the last one then. As if. So sure, let's see your proof. Alright, let's look at all of our shit. I mean, there's the guitar. Got burnt. Second set. Does it tell us when the, no, because that would have been after the third set, so it doesn't matter. The brooch. I don't know whether to present the brooch again, or to present the, well, to present this, which, I don't know, at least the brooch. I don't know. I don't know how to get there. I imagine it's... this doesn't really prove anything, alright? It just means that there were holes in the wall. Igniter, trigger, 30-foot range. Maybe the tape itself. Can we hear? Can we hear the mixer? Oh, hold on. Thank you. Okay, finally. Fuck yeah. All right. It's gonna play on someone's ear track. Most likely, the one with the voice. Okay, it's the first track. Yep, yeah, I heard it. Yep. There you go. No, that proves it. It seems there was a clear proof left behind. Brilliant shit, man. Brilliant shit. I don't know how that mixer works because you could just put anything you want into it. That's pretty awesome technology, but fuck yeah, I'm glad it exists. Right here in Lemuror's song. Her song? What exactly is this device thingy? We went over this, Judge. Keep up, old man. A new variety of gramophone press? Alright, that shows your age. Come on, we just used this. And don't get me started on gramophone, right? For real. This is literally like the polar opposite of that old shit, bro. This is like newer fancy shit. And even this is kind of old by today's standards, so... This device was used to record the performance part by part. Part? You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately. Each sold separately. Lemuror's voice included. Oh my god, he actually did make the joke! Oh shit! Oh, he made the joke! Oh shit, that's awesome! Oh ho! But what does this prove? The lesson, okay, Judge? According to Lemuror's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song. Word! She forgot a word! Alright? I'm gonna keep letting you get away with that shit. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, Ja? We might even hear those gunshots. How does this guy just keep knowing? Exactly. Ha! Ridiculous. Oh, his posture's breaking. His hair is getting a little weaker. He's starting to go limp on me, my friend. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on our stage? Out on stage? Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets, including Lemuror. Oh, we were all deeply involved in our performance. But Lemuror's headset would have picked up what she heard out at all the same. Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now. Lemuror stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots. Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is a track with Lemuror's vocals. I love it. I mean, Clav looks pretty cool right there in that pose. Pow. That was one gunshot, not two, though. That was one. I did hear something. What? I did hear something faintly there, yes. That's what I thought he said. Why, it sounded like a gunshot. What the fuck? His hair. He looks so dumb right there. What? This has to be some kind of mistake. I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lemuror's testimony was true. Cha-ching. Oh, he feeling it now. Oh, he really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Grah! Yeah, man, no way. He really is the killer. This sucks. Order. So she was telling the truth about what she'd heard? Bro, I don't know why we decided to not believe the testimony of a blind lady. Never mind the fact that I thought she was lying too. Not during that part, but other parts. I was right about that, of course, but I always believed her in this. It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche. Well, what did he say? It's over. Press the switch now. So he had him press the switch for the guitar. No. We gotta get to that part. Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire. Detective Chris Shen, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it. It's true. But why did he only hear one gunshot on the recording? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was asking too. There were supposed to be two. Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon? Lemon Roar was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for Mike to catch the first shot. That's possible. Or maybe later on. You need to stop doing this shit so fast. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again and Mr. Latouse's life was taken. I don't know, because she heard something like, press the switch. So the first shot was a warning shot. Perhaps. Like, if you don't think if you think I'm playing, he shot, like, this is a real gun. I shot one time to prove that it was real. Shot right past him, maybe. Well, Detective Clichin? Once again, I'm reminded of something. Okay, what's that? Our performance that day. He's gonna mention it, that he didn't perform too well. Your performance? Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, her forehead. What is it with today? Problem after problem? Tongue. I don't know how to say that. My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted. My guitar has been burned to a crisp. To top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian. I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? Yeah, well, you know. I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that. Yeah, well, You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at? I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latouse's 45 caliber hand cannon, bro. That's crazy to say. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. Shit, I didn't even put that together. Oh my god. I did not put that together. Because he shot the thing his guitar hand couldn't play. That's true. Well, that's the thing. Unless your name is Leon. Yeah. That's the thing. Up to this point, I still hadn't considered him the killer. I mean, I know he's the killer now, but like it's too obvious, so I'm hoping he's not the killer. So I didn't even think he fired the weapon. I've completely glossed over that fact. That's true. His hand would be fucked up. That's why I was like, yo, it makes no sense for the kid to have done it. You would see his fucking dislocated shoulder, bro. Like, yeah, that's what I'm like, dude. It's a 45 caliber. Like, there's no way the kid's shooting this shit. So now it makes sense. He couldn't play. I thought it was because he was hearing the sound from the, you know, whatever the fuck. But this makes a lot more sense. That's the best explanation possible for him fucking up right there in the last cue. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Yeah, the thing is though, like, he played well up until the end, right? Didn't he? Maybe. Unless he could do basic, like, simple, like, notes, string them together, but he probably couldn't do anything more complicated, which is what the end called for. It called for, like, a wrap-up, so he was not able to do that part, I think. Wait! You mean his plan was effective because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? I mean, that makes the most sense. Kickback is enough to obliterate a kid's whole arm, Collab. I know, which is what... That's why I said, like, this guy is, like, a complex character, because he was playing around like a fucking dummy early on, like, oh, it was definitely the kid, like... So what's he doing, just testing us the whole time? Was he willing to get away with, like, putting the kid off in jail, like an innocent kid? He was willing to just go that far just to prove something? I don't understand what he was... What game was he playing? I don't get it, like, that... Like, he knows the kid's innocent, but, like, he decided to just... I don't know, on a whim, just troll us? Like, that's fucking crazy. Ha! You're forgetting something. Yes, Detective Christian? I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur. Standard sidearm issued to police officers 38 caliber weapon. Yeah, you're not used to this 45 shit, bro. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouche. Yeah, and it was a hand cannon, mind you. Was suggested there was a struggle between killer and victim. So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. That's true too. Is that what you mean? The thought had occurred to me, yes. Yeah, okay. Well, I was under the impression that he had him at gunpoint, and that's like he fired off one round. Because there's 2 shots there. So I guess I thought the first shot was like, okay, I have him basically pinned. I'm going to shoot one. I press the switch now. But then that doesn't make sense. The whole press the switch now doesn't make as much sense then if he was in a struggle. Yeah, see, it's over. Literally at the top of the page. It's over. Press the switch now. I don't... Is he giving commands to someone else? Maybe another member of the team? I don't know. Who's he giving commands to? It's certainly not him, because why would you struggle with someone and tell him to press the switch now, right? Like, who was he talking to? Did he talk to the magician? Who is he referring to? Well, does witness have anything to say to this? No. Detective Crescend! What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Alright, listen. One guy's calling me her forehead, this guy's calling Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action. What's going on there? Hey, you! Only a attorney. Well, it's fucking... That's a hilarious name, by the way. Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action, bro. What kind of fucking name, bro? Yeah, me? Doy. Who else? Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on the tape that could be anything. That's weak, bro. That's fucking weak. You know it. That's weak. She couldn't have known there was a noise there. That's fucking weak, bro. There's an ad coming up in 30 seconds. Hey, you. Only... Yeah, I love that shit, bro. And you have an alleged guitar cue miss due to a 45 caliber kickback. Okay. You're really not gonna take yourself out of this one. I'll weep for this case, Gavin. I really do. You can line up your little weak piece of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth. Excuse me? What did he just say there? The witness has a point. The fuck he does! Fuck. What's this guy talking about? He said he has a point? Are you smoking something, Judge? I don't understand. Alright, we got him. We just gotta get that right proof to break it. Bro, we've already proven it. Just come the fuck on. Nah, for real. Dude, we've already proven it. We've given more than a reasonable doubt at this point. Like, what? He's saying that the fucking... The shit that played live and was recorded is fake? What? Is he on crack? And this fucking guy, even on more crack than the other guy on crack, thinks that this is a point? What planet do you fuckers live on? It's clearly not down in reality of Earth. This is crazy. And the defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. How is it not? Literally, how is it not? You have witness testimony, and we have evidence to corroborate. What the fuck are you talking about? It's totally persuasive and decisive, mind you. Plus, we have the other evidence, which is the gunpowder. We got the igniter. Bro, what the fuck else do you need? What, do you need him to say, I did it? Bro, what the fuck? That's not how this works. Get a jury in here and vote his ass out. He's guilty. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. This is bullshit, bro. Your testimony, please, Mr. Detective Crescend. I mean, he doesn't have a defense attorney at this point to bail him out of this shit. What should happen here is we should have like a trial for this situation. He should get his own attorney so he can have himself a way to get out of this mess, because this has to go to recess at this point. It has to be postponed to another trial. Tell us your reasons why you could have done it. Like, this is not what's supposed to happen here. They're supposed to take this break here. He needs to get a lawyer, and he needs to get someone fast. Proof of innocence. Hey, come on. Why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was a diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? So far, logical, makes sense. I still don't know your motive. That's the fairest thing you've said all fucking night. I do not know his motive, that is true, but I know it's got something to do with Incuritis, because that's the only reason he's here. He's Interpol agent. It has something to do with the Incuritis, I just know it. A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, it is the case that Mr. Latouche had not been in our country before? Is it the case? According to our records, yes, not even once. Really? Now that is surprising. That is surprising. Huh. I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Hold on a minute, bro. That means if there was beef, that means that this guy, Krishan Daryan, must have visited Borginia then. What is it that he said in the beginning? He said something about lying Borginians. That's not something that you say for no reason. He must have he must have met a fair amount of Borginians for him to say that. Because how do you just bring up a stereotype like that? That's crazy to me. No. He must have been in Borginia. That's how he knows about the Incuritis shit. He went there looking for a cure, probably. But as they said before, you can't take the shit out of the country. It has to be done inside the country, maybe. I don't know. I really want to revisit what they said about Incuritis. The Chief Justice's son, who's an article about the Chief Justice's son who was infected with Incuritis. Oh, you don't. Oh man. Oh damn! And the other day I was thinking about who's the Chief Justice's son is. I was asking myself, nah, it's probably not Daryan. I didn't think about Incuritis with him at the point. It didn't make sense to do so, but now it does. Hold on a minute, bro. He's the Chief Justice's son. Who even is the Chief Justice? I don't know, but I know who his son is. So he has Incuritis. Okay, so what I thought. I thought he did have Incuritis. Because that's the only way the motive can link at all. Because I don't see any reason why he would kill someone. Unless it was about the Incuritis. Okay. Okay, we're going to begin the cross-examination. Great. Now I need to find a motive. I think I have one, though, Apollo. So we are covered, I hope. Proof of innocence. Part 2? I don't know. Come on, why do you even want to kill the manager? Okay, hold it. Her manager, sure, but Mr. Latouche was... Oh, right. Sorry, an Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just had trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? And not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted. Alright, yeah, keep talking your shit, bro. That's pretty fucked up. That's cold, dog. Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill the man, whatever he was. Want a reason? Easy, I got no motive, man. What presented there? But that's the same for Machi. No motive was proven for him. Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive on his own. Of his own. What? That makes no sense. Ugh. More than I sure did. I mean, we don't even know your story, so no, the cat's not out of the bag on that. I mean, think about it. I did think about it, and I think you're full of shit. First, Divas. Daryan, you're a detective with international affairs? Yeah? What of it? Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert. Huh? What are you, stupid? Or don't you take any international trips and international affairs? Of course he does. That's right. Well, Detective Christian, well, he's definitely going to lie through his teeth on this one. For sure. That's your game, is it? Guess I better confess then. He's going to say the opposite. Confess? Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas. What? But you're an international. Yeah, you keep saying that. See, me and Plains got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other very much. We don't like each other much. Yeah, you could go by boat. My condolences here, Forehead, but he's telling the truth. He can still go by boat. You don't need the plane to go overseas. Literally overseas, right? You can take a boat. He's never set foot outside the country, I can guarantee it. No, you can't. You cannot. You were not there when he was born. You're not there when his parents were around, maybe taking him outside. You can't guarantee that shit. As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well. Okay, that's your motive then. That's even stronger motive, actually. You just made the case for me. Because this whole time I was trying to figure out why didn't he get cured when he went over to the country of Virginia. Makes sense now. He was waiting for someone with the cure to come out from that country. And of course, him being international affairs guy, he would have heard, oh, there's a hit out on someone who stole our Incuritis from us, right? So he definitely followed the Incuritis case very closely, given that he has the resources as chief police son. And on top of that as well, they made a whole newspaper article about it. So disease strikes closer to home than ever before. So first case in the country. So there definitely was. This is an interesting one. I'm going to go over this in a second, but it seems to me that that's the case. He's waiting for someone to leave the country that had the Incuritis, like, serum or whatever, and he's waiting to get his hands on it because he needs to be cured. He never went to the country. He can't fly into the country because of reasons, and so he's waiting for a chance to get his hands on this thing. Now that he got a chance, he went over to meet up with the people that he followed closely because he has all the resources. He knows who's what and what's who, and he knows who's following them and trailing them. So he's like, okay, well, in order to get through to whoever has the Incuritis, I gotta go through the fucking Interpol agent. There you go. There's your motive right there. So, and likely that guy probably had the Incuritis serum, maybe. We'll see. That's so unfair. Okay. He actually made my case way more for me because I was trying to figure out that last piece right there. How could I possibly know her manager? So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert? Fraternize? Ha! I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead. Now the ladies, that's a different matter altogether. You know what I'm saying, dog? Check out the hair, you dig? So you see, this guy's fools. If I didn't know him, I would have killed him. You sure about that? You sure about that? What? What? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for you. Alright, we got 15 minutes. We gotta wrap this up. Listen, you tried throwing out one of your wild accusations. I'll throw it back at you so hard you forget who you're accusing of what. Her forehead. Perhaps it's best you let your evidence do the talking, yeah? Ja? Man, what evidence? That's what I want to know. So she just uses motive question as ammunition, huh? That's fine, because the moment we spin it back on him, it's going to backfire heavily. See what I did there? Backfire ammunition? Too easy. Well, I've got ammunition too. Evidence. That was not as cool as what I said, Apollo, so I win. Anyway, I got no motive. Okay, I'm going to present to this. I'm going to present something to this. So, no evidence, he says, right? I'm either going to put the newspaper article. No, I think this is too early for this. I'm going to put the Incuritis. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Excuse me. This is most likely wrong. But the only thing I can think of is this evidence. So, this is where Phoenix's advice comes into play. Where he's saying, you can't do conventional methods. You got to go outside the box. I'm going to play the man. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go either this Incuritis or I'm going to go this newspaper article. I have enough HP I could experiment. I'm going to try the newspaper first, and then we'll see. It's not the newspaper. Let's try the Incuritis thingy. If they're both wrong, then I'm actually stumped. Or maybe I present somewhere else. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Your Honor, take a look at this. Just take a look at this. What's that? Looks like candy. I know, it looks delicious, doesn't it? It's not. Don't lick it, please. Detective Christian, ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. That's what he said, too. What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Oh my god. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings. A cocoon? A cocoon? Never seen one that color. There's a variety of... oh my god, don't think about that. There's a variety only found in the Republic of Virginia. Nowhere else. Alright, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? I don't know, I think it's candy. Thank God. Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Latouche, does it? Ah, well, funny you mentioned that there, Judge. Here, Judge, I'm about to prove it to you right now. It does. Wait, I mean, I think it does. Bro. I need you to show some conviction, Apollo, and stop being a fucking goof, okay? You don't sound so confident, man. A cocoon? Is it one of those silky cocoons? Kinda you can make, well, silk out of? It does, Apollo. Lock in, Apollo, for real. Lock the fuck in, bro. Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative. Interesting. A curative? For what? I don't know why they don't just... They could make so much... This Republic of Virginia could be fucking tycoon-ass levels of rich. They should just sell their shit, bro. Sell cures. Throw it... Bro, I don't know. Whatever. Apparently, it is most efficacious at treating a disease through thought incurable. Yes. And actually, I think only one... Maybe it's because only one case has ever escaped there. I got more on that later. I have a theory. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of those healing cocoons out of Virginia. Thank you. I want to go back to this. Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world? Exactly. That's what I want to know, too. Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. Fuck! We looked into the matter at some length. Okay. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Oh, it could be either the disease or a cure. Oh my gosh. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. Yep, either the world's worst drug or another fucking toxic thing. A deadly poison, in fact. Yeah, there you go. Holy shit. Okay, I understand why you're gatekeeping this. Makes total sense. Fuck. Damn, they can't even sell it then. Because if they were to sell whatever it is, and then some lab tweaks it a little bit, you end up with COVID. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I understand why they're gatekeeping this. Okay. I didn't know. Yep, erased it from my head completely. Alright, that makes total sense. What? There was an incident several years ago where somebody's got out into the black market. Oh, shit. It caused quite the commotion in the global community. Though the media was kept largely unaware. Intriguing. All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by the Interpol, among others. Oh shit. So, Interpol was her manager to make sure that they weren't off sneaking this cocoon. That's how serious this shit is. Okay, this is serious shit. I didn't realize how serious this shit was. Interpol had to get involved every time she left her country to do any kind of gig because they were so scared that this shit would go into the wrong hands. I totally get it now. That makes total sense to me. Holy fuck. Interpol? Right. The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager. But that is misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent. So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country? Is that what he's telling me? He said smuggle? That what you trying to say? I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder. Oh, so I was gonna sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny. It's crazy to me that we bring up the Incuritis thing and he doesn't even mention the possibility that he might have it himself. That's fucking crazy. And I know Clav's gonna mention it actually. It's gonna be Clav who's gonna bring it up and we have to bring up the evidence of the newspaper. I bet you $50 this was about to happen right now. Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable. To act against the Empire? Shit, sorry, I just autopilot it. Every time I hear that word, unthinkable. Unthinkable, you say? Why? Perhaps it's time for another testimony. Oh my god, if you said recess, I would have punched you in your fucking face, Josh. About this smuggling of Cocoon's business. This is crazy. It's 8 minutes left. 7 minutes left. Cocoon smuggling. Okay, let's hear the testimony. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market? Too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal. Okay. If Judge had to do another recess, I would have punched his bladder. He would have massaged his bladder, what we have done. Made him go even more to the bathroom. Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche on the cover. Wait. That can't be what the judge thought. There's no way the judge thought that Interpol wants the cocoons, right? Is that what this is all about? This is all just a big political ploy for the cocoons? I thought it would be like that. He was sent there to make sure that they were staying in the country and that, you know, the Borginians, or, you know, like fucking Lammeror and Micah, weren't like leaving, Machi weren't leaving the country with them smuggled. That's what I thought that he was there for. But you're telling me he went there to get the fucking thing from Virginia. Well, that doesn't make too much sense. I can't believe the judge came up with that, because why would he need to dress up as Interpol agent or as an Interpol agent as a manager for them? He could just go to the country as a tourist and then leave the country. I mean, he's an Interpol agent. Who's gonna fucking stop him, right? Like, he could just do that and smuggle it out. Like, what the fuck? What's the point? What's the problem? Why does he need to? That doesn't make too much sense to me. I don't know. Your kids make up the craziest shit. But no way am I gonna risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money. Okay. Yeah, let's think about what the most obvious implication is, that you have the fucking disease. Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted. Well, according to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. What? Selling them to an underground organization would be risky. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Okay. This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm gonna find out what. Really? You haven't put it together yet, Apollo? Cocoon smuggling. International Affairs got a memo about the cocoons? Okay, let's see. That memo, that's how you knew about the cocoons. Oh, nice one, nice one. I'm running scared now. You had to know about the cocoons to plan this. Just how well known are these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit it. I've never heard of them. You shouldn't be, because they're pretty well kept, secreted. Well, Lammeror knew about them, though not their use. How did she know about them, actually? True story. How did she know about them? Part of her memory, perhaps? Ooh. Wait a minute. Ideas are ringing in my head. Let's go back to the Trucy theory. Trucy theory I had about Lammeror being a potential secret mother. What if this incuritis fucks up your memory? What if it erases your memory over time? The worse it gets, the worse your memory becomes. It's incurable, but they didn't say it was immortal. They didn't say it was something that killed you, I don't think. So, it's possible she went a long time with this disease, and it ate up most of her memory. And she fled to Borginia. I almost said Virginia. Borginia, to get a cure for this fucking thing, and she settled there, right? Where she met whoever she met there, maybe some Borginian nobody, had a daughter who was Trucy Wright. So she's Borginian. And so for some reason or another, she left the country, maybe. Probably Valiant has something to do with it, I suspect. I think the reason she's good now is because she actually was able to cure it because she's in Borginia, right? So she has the cure, natively to her, and they could just administer the cure to her at any point. But maybe it took her maybe it took her vision, and it took her memories. I don't know. Incuritis seems pretty fucking crazy. So it's possible her vision was results of the disease and the memory as well. That could explain that. I don't know. So are we gonna see the same kind of things happen with Daryan at some point? If that's the case, or what? Or does this have to happen for a number of years? Because she would have had a lot of years, maybe over a span of 10 years or something, this could happen. He's still 24, he's still young, but maybe by the time he hits 30, he might start seeing some side effects. I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe he's already seen them, and that's why it's part of the motive, because he knows things are going to get much worse. Well, Lammeror knew about them, though not their use. And that might be what she knows about them. My reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons. It could also just be word of mouth. Could be people gossiping, word travels fast through the streets, so there's all kinds of informants, especially in a place like Borginia, which, if it's what I think it is, the kind of place that it is, kind of like more third worldish, then it's possible that you, or maybe even second worldish to some extent, it's possible you could even have all kinds of street rats that are informants or trading information, jack of all trades, that sort of stuff. They're kind of going around or perusing the networks of information and shit like that. I don't know. Yo, Bill, what's up, baby? Yo, whoa, the chat. What's up? Yo,
How's it poppin'?
how's it poppin', fam? And my brother, I hope all is well. All is well, my friend. How are you doing? It's been a while since I've heard from you, Bill. How's everything been? How's life going, my friend? Let's see. Most people only know they're illegal to export, that's all. You have nothing to be embarrassed about after all. That's exactly. And you could say people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah? But that includes everyone in international affairs, man. And everyone in Interpol, too, for that matter. Yeah. Okay. Interpol's all hot and bothered? Okay, let's see. So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latouche. All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that... Can't sell on the black market? Yeah, okay. Dangerous? Yeah, Interpol finds you. They arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself. That makes sense, yeah. Times have changed. He doesn't have a lot to say, does he? It's very very terse with his testimony. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore, yeah. But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices? Yeah, but not when there's regulations. Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. They turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you can say objection. That's a good one. Maybe we could get him to cut his hair too. Yo, who's on trial here again? Yeah, who's on first? Man, you so obviously know nothing about the market. Oh, like you're an expert. Okay, yeah. Oh, I just happen to work for Interpol. Yeah, let me flex my fucking knowledge of this shit. Yeah, that's not a flex, dog. It should come with the territory, all right? You can't flex on shit you should be... Like, it's like, oh, I got a license. I know how to drive. Listen, man, I'm a good driver, bro. It should come with the territory. You should be a good driver if you got a license, bro. Too bad that that isn't the reality out in these streets, but you know, and that's a bad thing, right? Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff. All right, bro, flex on. I don't know what the fuck you on about, man. Whatever. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal. This guy's got a bit of a rude, anyway, which is why you know how to find a loophole in the system. Doing great. Been busy with life, but that's just life in general. Just finished a Japanese lesson, so things are good. How are you liking Apollo so far? I'm loving it. It's great. This trial really took me for a loop, man. So, well, you learn Japanese? Damn, I was learning Japanese, and I was like, bro, I ain't got time for this. I just learned the basic kanas. I was learning some kanjis, and I was learning how to read it, write it, and speak it. But dude, there's a lot to learn, and I was like, bro, I don't have the time. The short guy is such a Phoenix Wright character. Yeah, he is, bro. I love the short guy. It's funny. I thought of him too as a short guy. Hey, you can say what you want about me, but back off international affairs. Oh, that's it. That's it. There you go. Apollo, you found it. You found what made him tick. Now we gotta harp on this one. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts? That wasn't what I was trying to, down, Darion, as you say. He said down, bro, like he's some kind of fucking dog? There are no loopholes, at least in the case of these cocoons. International affairs, Interpol, and Borginian customs are all watching. See, we know what we're doing. Not like some yipping little doggies that lap up every word that Diva says. He has got a problem with her, bro. I don't know what his... Why I oughta... Yeah, right? To rip his hair off, bro. It's tough, but super fun. I have a tutor that I meet with every few weeks that keeps me accountable with my studies. Plan on going back to Japan next year. Yeah, having someone that you learn from is very good, actually. That's probably the easiest way to learn a new language like that. If you know you don't have the discipline to keep up or whatever, then yeah. I honestly would say is having someone to practice with is super important. That's super important. Yeah, that's almost the cornerstone of every new language is being able to practice it on a daily basis, you know? So. Oh, the what? You want some of this? Come on, bring it. What are you gonna do? Take a bite out of me, bro? Haha. Chill, both of you. Let's do this cool, yeah? Grr, screw cool. I want this guy's head on a stick. Bro, alright, listen. This guy's trying to Ned Stark someone? The replica has to be the key to this motive. Yeah. No, the key to his motive is really in that newspaper. He's the chief's son, and he has incuritis, so he really wants to get the cure. That's why he's willing to get his hands on it no matter what. That's why he joined Interpol, probably, in the first place. He needs it. There's got to be a way to find out what he was up to. Okay, so... can't sell too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling isn't exactly lucrative anymore. Okay. So they want me to go to selling on the black market route? I mean, how do I even spin this? This is the best I got. Oh my gosh, dude. There's no other evidence that I could possibly use. Right? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. Okay. Too dangerous? Ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Which one do I even break here? What do I present on? I'm surprised my data drain bracelet hasn't gone off yet. It's already 11, bro. I gotta... Fuck. How can this trial be so long? Shit. Dude, I've been at this trial for like 4 or 5 streams, bro. This is sickening. I mean... Right? We're part 10 of Phoenix Wright. Apollo Justice. This is trial 3. We did the other trials within the first 10 parts, right? How the fuck has this been half the stream? of its entirety. That's insane. God. Okay. I'm gonna present here. I don't know what else to do. Hallelujah. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would. How clueless are you? Everyone in the market is dangerous. Which reminds me, they keep talking about markets. I'm over here thinking bullish and bear markets and shit. We gotta talk about inflation one of these days, guys. We gotta talk stock market. Anyway. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my Kisa goodbye. Why sell to a black market at all? Really, yeah. How about someone like this? That article, that's about the Chief Justice's... A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon. But so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incuritis. Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere. I'm pretty sure I've heard of that. Pentapox, right? Oh, that's so funny. I love that old joke. You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning. Oh, he did! He said that, bro. Yo. Aha! Why, that's the disease the Chief Justice's son has. Oh my god, this guy, bro. Oh my god, how does he judge? This guy is not for real, is he? You're insane. Our witness is a detective. Like, we just said this shit. He would have contact with the Chief Justice. You are sane. The Chief Justice would never deal in contraband. And how about that? I mean, we've known a couple of Chief Justices in our time, and they weren't exactly, Mr. Play nice, or Mr. Justice, or Mr. I'm gonna follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? They were kind of downplaying a little bit of the Uncle Sam-isms. Oh, I heard someone call my voice. Not even to save his own son's life? Yeah, people do a lot for family. But even if the deal went through, why would it be an international scandal? Yeah, I said what? If it found out. That's why you get it from the black market. Exactly what he's saying. That's Detective Crescen's insurance. If whatever got out, the one on the neck on his line would be the Chief Justice. Detective Crescen, is this true? Okay, this is way better than what the fuck I thought of. I thought he had it. I thought he was the Chief Justice's son. Oh, see, I would have remembered, if I remember that he went to visit the Chief Justice's son, like what happened, 2 or 3 streams ago, then I would have probably not made that assumption. Because I would be like, oh, he went to go visit, he would recognize Crescen. So, I forgot about that detail completely. So that's my bad. But this is way better. This is way better. The spin on the black market is amazing. I don't know how the fuck Apollo even came up with that. That was amazing, though. Anyway, is this true? There's an ad coming up in 4.5 minutes, by the way, guys. First up, excuse me. First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler? How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway? As tasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why a seller couldn't hope for a better deal? A very cowardly seller. Don't let sleeves over there trick you. He called me sleeves, bro. Well, I got her forehead, sleeves? Brother, what are we doing? So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof? The proof is in the pudding. Well, yeah, this is going to be even harder to prove. Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing. Do tell. Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Borginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about the cocoons getting out. So we were informed. Yep. Let's continue with the cross-examination. Okay. Why does he keep making a point to say that, who's watching and what? Is he trying to make threats? I hope he's not trying to make threats. Like, this is his last ace in the hole. Like, hey, man. Watch out, don't, if you put me behind bars, I'm about to unleash the hounds on you type shit, Anyway. Okay. Borginian Customs is very thorough. Everyone gets checked. Cocoon possession will get you arrested on the spot and then sentenced to death. Hey man, if there was a way to get cocoons out there, I sure like to know. The replica has to be the... Yeah, okay. Did he change these last three? He did, right? Press him real quick. Damn, I'm running out of time, man. Just how strict is this customs check? Customs check. Way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours. Oh my god. I do recall it being a bit extreme. They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows. Oh, poor kids. Yes, it would be hard to distinguish them. That's right. Kevin was in Virginia, wasn't he? Damn, that would suck ass. I remember setting off the metal detector several times. Yeah, with all the shit you got on? Absolutely. I had to practically strip naked to walk through. That's funny. Here's a travel tip for you, Gavin. Leave the bling at home, you glimmerous fop. We called him a glimmerous fop? Bro, that is some funny shit, bro. That is some funny shit. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Apollo, for all the laughs you've given me. Cocoon possession will get you arrested. Sentenced to death, yeah. That's pretty extreme. What kind of objection is that, dude? Oh. Or hold it, I guess. Virginia has his rep as an idyllic, laid-back place. Truth is, they're beyond hardcore with security. The Republic of Virginia is a peaceful, pleasant country. So this level of security shows how truly concerned they are about these cocoons. Oh, okay, yeah. Drugs and everything else, that's fine. Murder, that's fine. I won't care about that. Alcohol, prostitution, totally under the rug. Cocoons? Nah, serious business. I don't sleep. That's the situation. Hey man, if there's a way to get... let me have it. You're in a position to know quite a bit about smuggling. Yeah, he does know a lot about it. And because he's Interpol, he can actually find ways out of there. Those loopholes as we mentioned before. Yeah, I need to know a bit for work, sure. But all we get are reports on the failed smuggling ops. You could easily be lying there. You could be getting way more than that. I know you have resources. Not exactly something you want to go copping. But if you want, I can tell you a few of them. Maybe you'll succeed and get rich. I would be interested in hearing, purely from a legal perspective. Yo, the fucking judge! Did he just say, yo, can you give me the source for science? I'm asking for a friend. Bro, are you serious, Judge? Yo, this guy's crazy. Yo, Judge, we're gonna have to have words after this trial. We're gonna have to check your licenses. Might have to revoke it. You know, you're not fit to rule right now, fam. Like, yo, I weep for our judicial systems. Yeah, no kidding. The replica has to be the... Yeah, okay. Everyone gets checked. Not Lamarore. Not Lamarore, right? She probably doesn't get checked. I think that's where the discrepancy is, actually, now that we're talking about it. Maybe Lamarore doesn't get checked because she has exclusivity to the country, in and out whenever she wants. I mean, she is basically kind of like the champion of the Virginians, isn't she? She has to be. I mean, like, this is like Eminem in Detroit. They let him do whatever he wants because he's putting Detroit on the map. It's the same thing with her. She puts Virginia on the map for the world, and the Virginians are just profiting based on her success. So they, of course, probably let her do whatever she wants. And they probably trust her a lot, so they know she's not going to smuggle anything. And this is where the back door exists, right? Most likely. Okay, so... Doesn't... Oh, okay. I'm going to present this. Article about the case, it does not... Okay, no, never mind. This is about the case, but... Sample. This says sample, right? Okay. How do we put Lamarore? How do we... I have nary a clue what to do here. I have nary a clue. I got 2 bits of HP left. I mean, I might as well just game over and try again. I know I'm about to die here because I don't have a single clue what I want to present in this case and where. Arrested on the spot and then sentenced to death. Maybe it's here. Maybe I gotta present it there. How do I present this? I can't. Alright, time to trial and error. I know this is, I already knew this wasn't gonna be it, but I want to just start from where it may be objected at, and then just go from there, because I don't know, bro. I don't know how to object to this. Alright, I'm gonna get a game over here so that I can maybe have full health and then save over it to give me more tries. Shit, I really want to get to somewhere and then save. There's no real good spot to save and end the stream, is there? It's almost 11:30. I really don't want to go overtime too much. Because I'll be streaming again on Friday, but it won't be Apollo Justice. That's the issue. Is that, if I do that, then I gotta wait another week. Fuck. Well, again, this is Attorney Wednesday, so... Alright. Oh shit, you found something? Alright, hold on, don't tell me yet. Don't tell me. You figure something out. Oh. Shit, what'd you figure out? I don't know how to present, like, people. That's what I want to do, is present people. I don't know, the postcard, I doubt it. But I want to, like, show off. Maybe it's not anything like that. Okay, so hold on. Don't tell me yet. Don't tell me yet. Don't tell me. I'm not gonna read the chat. Don't tell me. I wanna at least. Well, I got nothing anyway. You might as well tell me. I don't fucking. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I got nothing anyway. I'll be honest. I don't have a clue. I wonder if it's this, or this. Everyone gets checked. Because everyone gets checked makes you want to present Lamarore, right? Then Cocoon Possessions will get you arrested on the spot. I don't think so. But then there's this one. If there's a way I'd like to know, and I'd like to present a way for it to happen. So... maybe the gun. The gun? Wait a minute. Alright, I was too much cooking there. I thought he was gonna put it as a bullet in his revolver, and that's how he would hide it. That would have been wouldn't that have been crazy? Okay, that wasn't it. I thought I had something there for a second. I was like, dude, that's brilliant. Okay, that's why he wanted the gun. I mean, to me, it made sense. Like that's why the gun came out. No. I don't know, whatever. The guitar. How would you smuggle this thing out of the country? I mean, I don't know. I've never smuggled stuff. I mean, you basically put it in other shit, right? To smuggle something, you put it inside other containers or other goods, and that's how you smuggle the shit out, right? So, the firecracker. I think I already did that. Fucking what? Exactly. You put it inside something else. Yeah. Is that what you thought of? Because that's what I thought of too. I tried the gun there, but maybe that's not the right one. Everything gets checked. Everyone gets checked. How about this? Can I pause? I'm trying to pause so I can load, so I don't have to rewatch that shit. It's not the gun. In the brooch? You think? I was thinking this earlier, but I was like, no, right? Like, you think it's in the brooch? Let me see. I think the gun makes more sense. Well, the gun would be checked, actually, more than the brooch. Put inside here. Put inside a locket. Not the guitar. Put inside the replica is what I was thinking originally. Fooled the people with the fake one by actually putting the real one there as a fake one. All right, I'll try the brooch. I mean, I don't know what else. I mean, I really got nothing else. So I mean, might as well try, right? Okay, it's not that. Maybe it's on the other one. Here, everything is checked. This too? Nope, it's not that. Shit. Because that's the manager's gun. Yeah, but what in my evidence am I looking for? Because I mean, nothing else here would make sense, right? Like, it's not the guitar, right? That makes no sense. None of these are him because this has nothing to do with that. I don't know what the crime photo has to do with this or the diagram. It has nothing to do with the autopsy report. The keys. No? Well, unless you're insinuating that to get the cocoons, you gotta, like, drive off or something. It's not this, not that, it's not that. It's not any of this, bro. Is it the firecracker? I was kind of joking, but maybe? Fuck it, I'll try it. Nope. Not that either. So if I were to smuggle something small, I would put something large and not on me. Yeah, I mean, right, obviously. But I don't have anything in my evidence list, though. That's where I'm struggling here. What do I have in my evidence list? I mean, do you think the guitar... that doesn't make too much sense. Right? Like, they would check this too, wouldn't they? I mean, why not? I mean, I literally have nothing to lose. I might as well try everything, right? First, let me try this on this one, and then I'll try guitar next, because I got nothing else. I literally have nothing else I could try. Like, those are all the items that I have. This better work. This better work, because I'm kind of out of ideas here. No way, bro. Are you serious? What? That makes as much sense as anything else. Why would the guitar make any more sense than fucking brooch? I don't know. That's kind of far-fetched to me. Anyway, what? When would they get something out of the country? No checks. That doesn't sound right. They would still check the guitar. It's not like it wouldn't get checked. It would definitely get checked. I don't know. That's not making too much sense to me. What is it? You become a prosecutor. A prosecutor? Right. He's like, but you glossed over it. I just thought of it. They would check it. Yeah, they would check it, exactly. So how would you smuggle it if they're gonna check it? They're definitely checking your guitar. I have brought guitars over on flights and they've checked that shit. So that's how I'm like, no. Like, they would totally check it. They would even run it under the... You had to run it under stuff. And then there would be a guy to inspect the damn thing to make sure it didn't have anything. Because Bro, this is not like old news, bro. This is not like some new shit that, like, bro, they know that you can smuggle shit on with instruments. That's like one of the most surefire ways to catch someone smuggling stuff is the shit that they have on them or the shit that they send, right? Like, that's like number one. I don't know. Well, that's just me. I don't think this will work. This is not practical in reality. I'm sure there's been a case or two like this, but this is not something that they catch people like this shit all the time. They would check out. Apollo brought up a great point that they wouldn't fully check a prosecutor's stuff. Well, see, that's what I was saying about him and his gun. Interpol agent, bro. They would just see the gun. They're like, oh yeah, it's a gun. You know, like I have my gun. You can see it. I have a permit. Why would they check the gun at that point? Like that makes just as much sense as just bringing a guitar as the prosecutor. Actually, it makes less sense to check him for. Like it makes less sense to not check the guitar. It makes less sense actually to check the gun on the Interpol agent. I'm like, yeah, I'm Interpol. I have a permit. I've literally like this is more than FBI and CIA. This is little Interpol. This country, I'm certified, right? So they wouldn't even check the fucking thing. Right? They're like, okay, we know who you are. We know who you're with. Right? Your papers are in orders. Continue. Right? That's it. You could easily smuggle it this way. That makes more sense to me, personally. Because you hide it in an obvious thing, but you have the best alibi possible, right? So like, oh, well, yeah, I'm certified, I got the credentials. You don't even need to check him at that point. Like, okay, yeah, this guy's an agent. Like, he's going to have a gun. We don't even need to check the gun. Like, because we know why he has it. Like, the best way to hide shit like that is to put it in plain sight in the most obvious way possible. The guitar isn't obvious. A prosecutor with guitar would raise eyebrows, bro. Like, anyway, I don't believe it. believe it, Mr. Prosecutor Gavin. What was it you told me yesterday at your office? Hold on, that's true. There's also this thing too. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lammermoor. How did it appear? I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. Oh yeah, there was that to consider too. So this guitar's from Virginia. It was from Lammermoor, right? That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. Oh shit, I forgot they said this. So we vacuum packed it in Lammermoor's studio. No, they never mentioned this part. This is new. I use a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. Fantastic. Look at that. Special shipping service. Yeah, this will still get checked. This will still get checked. This is not going through. They brought it right up to my office for me. Awesome. Well, the only way... Okay, this would make sense for her if the country trusted her enough to send stuff out like that. That would make a more compelling case than the prosecutor bringing it. Because you said, not if you're someone like Gavin. No. The Gavin one doesn't make sense at all. Doesn't make sense. I mean, I get it that he's like a prosecutor that plays guitar, but he's a prosecutor that plays guitar. I mean, that's kind of fucking weird. Like, especially if you're in the country for what reason, and then you gotta, like, I don't know. It's fishy. If I was an agent, I'd definitely check this guy out. I wouldn't check the girl, though. The girl I would not check, because I'm like, she is someone who represents our country, who always goes out and sends her guitar this way. This has always been the case. This is, like, there's a history of her doing this. If that was the case, then that would make way more sense than him doing it for the first time and him not being checked. That doesn't make sense. See, but if this was her doing this and she has a history of sending out her guitars this way, that's a different story. And that would actually check out. Pristine and untouched. Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? That is a good one, Apollo, that you remember that shit. That's crazy. I totally forgot about that. Untouched? Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Wow. Are you saying that guitar was crazy. With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. The guitar as a mule is wild, damn. Oh, that music, bro. What? Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, that is pretty clever, I have got to say. That guitar has some work done on it recently, right? Work? Good memory, her forehead. Yeah, seriously. Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It's called the sound hole. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside. Fucking hell, I need to start writing down notes. Okay, next stream, we're getting pen and paper, we're writing down everything, okay? We're not gonna forget, we're gonna go back and write every single thing we fucking find in these streams from now on, okay? We're not gonna get caught lacking like this again, because this memory shit's a problem. A broken device of some sort. This case is wild. This case has gotten really good. I thought it was super simple at the beginning. I was like, I don't know where this is going. This is a nice surprise. I like it. Broken device of some sort. A broken device. I totally missed that. That's how they got this in the first place. Fucking cocoon. Oh, well, that. Yes, but then he mentioned the cocoon right after that. Yes, disinfect. An igniter. Exactly. Consider this, if you will. An igniter? What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar? Well, fuck, man. You got me now. You got me now, Apollo. You mean... I love how Apollo's got the whole place dancing in his fingers right now. He means this, of course. There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. Oh my god. Virginians right now are fucking fuming at the mouth. They're writing down everything. Check all the guitars. Shut down production right now. Everyone stop everything. No shipping out the country. Recall all of the guitars. Recall all the pianos too. I can only imagine it right now. They could use Picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. Picky Prosecutor Gavin's? Oh my goodness. And who better to do that than someone with access? Like a member of the band. Damn, bro. You know what's crazy? I bet you Darian never would have thought Apollo would have figured it out in a million years, and that's why he was so overconfident. Like, York! What the hell was that? Yeah, that's crazy. Order, order, order! So the igniter was placed in there for clear reasons, it seems. You're pretty okay with this, Clev. It was a safety precaution. A precaution? Ah, her forehead. Yeah, okay. At last, it all comes together. Yes, it does. Every strange thing that happened that day. Care a review? Oh, we're gonna do the closing arguments, right? In a la Danganronpa style? Maestro. Excuse me. Yo, stop auto... First, my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor. Yeah. Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lamoureux's ballad, if you please. That was great. I love it. Okay. Okay, I guess we can finish this case then. Anyway, first my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor. Which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case. That's why. Okay. The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar. Yep. I see. But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. I see. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Rock on, Chicago! Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler. Yeah, how are you gonna get this thing out of the guitar, which has the igniter? So he forced someone to press the switch that he gave to the person he was gonna kill. Yep. Okay. What's that? Mr. Latouche. Ah! Mr. Latouche, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latouche tried to examine the guitar himself. If the cocoon were confiscated then, the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. It's over. Press the switch, now! The guitar burst into flames and the cocoon was lost. Oh. And then, oh my god, imagine, oh my god, what if fire initiated a crazy poison? Everyone in that stadium was contaminated. Oh my goodness, bro. Imagine. No, that would suck. I mean, Trucy would be contaminated, and we can't have that. We gotta protect Trucy. Shit. Off. I need some water, man. Holy shit. The gears are turning in the judge's head right now. Finally, for once, right? And then it just popped. Mr. Latouche died. I mean, was killed. With Lemmeror there to witness it. There's your case. Bravo. Yeah, well, it's not gonna be over, is it? Because there's still yeah, okay. Brilliant, man. Detective Christian. I gotta know. You make all that up on the fly? For a made-up story. It makes a great deal of sense, Darion. Fire Emblem Heroes. The Republic of Virginia? Intelligent systems? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there. True, you haven't. Ha! Let's see you make up a story for that, kid. Oh, now it's kid. How'd I hide a cocoon in the first place, huh? Good point. It is a good point. But it's not so hard to imagine. You had help. A Virginia accomplice. Exactly. I was just about to say. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lemmeror heard proves it. It's over. Press the switch. Exactly. Now, yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. You made this transmission from backstage. Yes, he was talking to someone. That's why I thought he was either talking to the magician or someone else. While your co-conspirator was on stage. But who was it? This is it. The coup de grace. And for once, I know what I'm doing. Okay. There's only one person who could have helped him. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned. With a great accusation comes a great responsibility. Well, let's save. I was gonna say the magician. Like, I could be wrong, because I don't know anyone else. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you'll be harshly penalized. Well, that's exactly what I'm about to do. I mean, I only got one health anyway, so who cares? Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice? Yeah, it was Phoenix. Well... It's very easy it could have been Machi. Very easy it could have been him. He could hide the fucking piece right there, but... I want to say it's him, because I don't know why the fuck he's here. Listen, I've started to have second thoughts about this Valen guy. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it is Machi. I don't know, bro. Why am I second guessing myself now? I'm gonna stick true to what I thought in the first place. I thought it was Valen, so I'm gonna put him on the spot. Uh-oh. This is wrong. This person is the accomplice? Eh? I thought you said the accomplice was Virginian. Is he not Virginian? Yeah, this is bad. Actually, I could take... Can I take that back? Okay, well, let me just load right fast. Okay. Was he... I thought he was Virginian. Was he not? I could have sworn the guy was. I could have sworn he was, bro. Oh, well, I have a lot to learn about that guy, apparently. So I'm going to just put Machi. I mean, I don't know who else it could be. There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who else this is. And that person is the defendant, Machi Tobaye! But Mr. Justice, he's your client. I know. A defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one. No, it isn't a new one, actually. I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I. Yeah, actually, from the very beginning, Apollo was at this kid's throat. No, he was at the girl's throat. My bad. No, he was at the kid's throat. No, he was at his throat. But I'm here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche. But that doesn't mean he's not guilty of other shit. And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime. Indeed, the defendant is Virginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if this was in fact Lamoureux? What if it was in fact Lamoureux? No. How could that be? Why would she be trying to be killed? It couldn't have been. Well, you seem sure of yourself. The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor. Electronic signals? Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Yeah, so you'd have to know where the hell you are. Beyond that, it's useless. Yes, it's true. No, he wasn't. He wasn't? Oh, you mean the magician? I thought he was. Well, guess he's not. Now think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lamoureux was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. And this is why he would have escaped up the thing. Whatever. That's why he was there in that situation. This is the area the remote could reach from the air vent. Well, looking at this, it seems that Lamoureux still could have done the deed. No. When the shooter made the transmission, yeah, the gunshots. Let's see. The stage was slightly different than what's shown here. Oh, the yes. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Yeah, exactly. She would have probably been more than halfway through. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutors Gavins and the Lamoureux standing were in the air. Okay, so that actually does go past the 30 feet. They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, yeah, it's way too high. The remote couldn't have worked for Lamoureux's position in the air vent. Excellent job, Apollo. Excellent deduction. I love it. I love it. Oh! Well, Detective Christian, what do you say to that? Your Honor. Yes, Detective? Can we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? This is gonna go back and forth. I better end my fucking stream right now. Just one more time? Well, I don't see why not. What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. Yeah, this is gonna be a back and forth of fiercity. Okay. Oh, cause that igniter works. Shit! He got us. That's a good one. But there were two, right? I remember there were two. And he would have said, do it now. Press the igniter. Either he had one that was more than 30 feet available, or... Too bad. So sad, punk. Punk? I'll kill you. Yeah. First you were Sleeves, then Kid, now Punk. No, first it was Mr. Roll-Up Sleeves that's for action or whatever. You're losing rank fast, Apollo. Hey, can you blame me? I'm cooking this guy. Alive. What exactly were we supposed to see in the video? The problem isn't what we see, correct, Ariane? Right, it's what you hear. We are musicians after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? Yeah, I guess so. We'll have to explain it. Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. Let me also change my accent in the middle of this shit. Anyway, you're saying I ordered the Wii pianist to set off that igniter? Isn't that right? Yes. Well, in order to do that, he had to press a switch. Am I right? Okay. Well, the pedal could have been the switch. Isn't that the piano? Whatever. Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Piano? What seems to be the problem there? Yeah, I already know what he's talking about, but piano sounded just fine. Well, that's kind of the point. Yeah, like, yeah. And that's, and that's the problem. Man, you still don't get it? No, I get it. I've been getting it. Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? I can think of several ways. This is not a problem, sir. This ain't a problem. You haven't seen Tom and Jerry much, have you? You've got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the Diva. Lemon Roar, according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Ugh. Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press a switch. This is so not a problem. This is such fucking child's work. I'm about to cook this motherfucker, bro. This is so easy to disprove. Oh my goodness, bro. Hold my fucking drink, dude. Shit, what time is it? Bro, it's almost no. I can't. Oh, the piano plays non-stop. I gotta teach you guys about music, okay? Because this is too easy. He couldn't have pressed that switch. Oh my god, bro. I'm done with this. Well, Mr. Justice, piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire. Well, it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. Apollo, were you wrong? I can't be wrong. I can't be wrong. That's crazy, dude. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just not? Strange. What's strange? No, it's just something's odd about the performance there. Yes. Yes. I did say that guy's fucking hands weren't even moving, bro. Odd? Mr. Justice, if Machitabaya didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is. But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice. Oh, I'm about to do something crazy here. You got the fox. I'm not gonna finish that. You got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire. The pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story's full of holes. You got the fox wrong, man. No. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. What's the defendant Machitabaya the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you said here. Oh, this is good. This is good. Give it some thought. I'm gonna love. Oh, I'm gonna. Ooh. Apollo, if Machi's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined. I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed that switch. Well, you better find a way to prove it. Oh, I've got a way to prove it. I've got a way to prove it. Ugh! What do I do? What do I do? Remember Phoenix's words. It has to be. Did you just say
My body.
There we go. I gotta play that in there. There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd. This game is just teasing me at this point. Something odd. Wait a second. Brain blast? What? You thought of something? What was Gavin saying just now? Strange. What's strange? No, it's just something's odd about the performance there. It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd? Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this. Can you prove Machitabaya pressed that switch? Oh, man. You guys. Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Machitabaya pressed that switch? And with that, we're going to end the stream right there. I am going to cuck you guys. Wait for the next week so we can finish this and have the finale that we all sought for. And then we'll probably go on to episode 4 after that. But I'm going to end the stream right here. Sorry to disappoint, but it's time for us to go because it is almost midnight and I cannot be up right now. I got to go to bed because I've got a crazy day tomorrow. Got 3 places to go. So, we'll end it right there. If you guys enjoyed the stream, of course, give me a follow. on the old Blue Sky, on the old YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Consider following me on Twitch and even subbing to my Twitch. Like I said also before, there is the promotion I have going on. I got the it's only good for 30 days, so you might as well get it. You know what I'm saying? Like that promotion on Fresh Foods, whatever it's called, fresh something. Go ahead and sign up for that if you're interested, and that'll support me. That'll give me a little something for my work. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys on next Wednesday for more Ace Attorney, and hopefully we'll get somewhere in that trial too, or that case, because I know we're gonna finish the trial next episode. And then we're going to be going on to the next case right after that, episode 4. So, anyway, from me to you, I'll see you guys next time. I want to thank you guys one more time. Peace out and keep it styling, y'all.